Starting the stream. Stream is starting. Stream. Starting. Starting. Oh, that was fast. I just got the notification like 5 seconds after hitting the deal. What? That's it, right? They're playing in standard. Will you turn the light up a little bit? The light. Or else you're going to be sitting in a black hole. There you go. Go right there. Right there's good. Why can't it kind of is. Except in that and drop D though. It is, right? Because y'all used to do that.
No, we did Prison Sex.
Oh yeah, I do Prison Sex.
That's a weird tune too. That's like an open G. Hey, you know what we forgot to do the other night? Has Dave been over since we last met? We forgot to get him to do those Thomas parts.
Thomas parts.
On that one tune.
Oh no.
One of these days, I want you to turn this on. And when they come on, I'll have that on. You'll have something on.
The Plague Mask.
Hello.
Hello, Teenage America.
We don't say anything until we
Hello.
start the show.
Hello, Teenage
We
America.
don't say anything until we start the show.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're talking today about finding the maitre d' of the perfect. What was it? The perfect maitre d'.
That's true. Oh, I'm supposed to take a picture of that.
Of what?
Dave wanted me to take a picture of the cover of the book and the
That's
table
the name.
of contents.
Well,
I think he's trying to get me killed.
Well, the lady's name is going to be the name of that song.
That's true. Is that what we're changing it to?
I think that's a cool name.
I think it is too.
People be like, "What the hell? What the hell?"
Kid, it's no big deal. You caught a foul ball. I'm supposed to read from the book of... What is this? He wanted me to take a picture of it.
Me?
No, he did.
Oh, I wouldn't do
Lightfoot's
it.
Manual of the Lodge.
No, I wouldn't
And he
do it.
wanted the table of contents. The manual.
I'm nervous
of the
when that
Lodge.
thing comes out.
Well, it's not like the Ark of the Covenant. I'm not going to start reading shit and our face starts melting.
Kalima Shakti Day.
Wrong
movie. Oh, is that the wrong movie? What do you mean?
The Manual of the Lodge. That should be the name of the album. Would that make things too weird? Opening prayers. We change.
I don't know.
We change the intro to opening prayers, and then we go into the other one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hello. Ah, the Golden Knights are more important.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
The Golden
Goddamn
Knights.
Tampa
What is
Bay.
that? What's the Golden Knights?
Las Vegas. Hockey.
The hockey team? Sports are done with me, man.
All right. Everything sound good? I was gonna play
No, I think you should.
the whole night.
Yeah.
Just fire things off every once in a while.
Yeah. That'd be if I was listening to a podcast and someone started doing that, there'd be an immediate delete.
Delete?
Yeah.
It's just
Like I'm not gonna listen to some guy noodle on the guitar while he's talking a bunch of horse shit.
The other day I was chopping down wood. I gotta
Yeah.
be in Didi.
Yeah. Like I feel like people are probably hanging up on the show right now. Oh, just a massive click, click, click,
Click.
click, click.
What would you play if we started talking about Dr. Fauci?
Dr. Fauci?
Yeah. What kind of song would that go to?
Dr. Fauci.
All right. You want to do this? Everything sound good? You like the way things sound in your ears?
I like the way the things sound in my ears.
I like the way you move.
Yeah, let's do the
there it
whole
goes.
show like this.
Could you get through this?
I definitely could.
There's no way.
I absolutely could do the whole show like
I
this.
like the way you move.
Oh, you mean listen to a show like that?
Do the
No.
show with that shit in there.
I could do the show, but I wouldn't listen to a show that did that. That'd be
I think
another
the live.
delete.
Happy Tuesday.
So the first show I'd go to would be some jackass playing the
Everybody.
guitar while two
Yeah.
guys are just talking.
Playing
That-
a bass.
Click, delete. And then the second one would be a podcast with the slapback on the vocals the whole time.
Wait, slap back on the vocals.
I'd probably just go play Xbox at that point.
You just
and
give
be like,
up?
Fucking, I'm not gonna listen to the.
slap back on the
podcast
vocals and
tonight.
then yeah, slap back on the vocals and random bass line just in
Yeah.
the background.
Oh, both at the same time. I don't know. Let's try it out. It could be an award winner. We could win. We could win
probably
a
be better-
Panthy. We could win a Panthy for that for sure.
Would that be better than us being at a fight night, just sitting there going, "Ow! Oh my God! He just took one to the face." That's all tonight would have been if we went there.
Have we started rolling yet? We started the show.
The live stream has. You want to start the show? Here, let's start the show. Ready?
I felt like we've been doing a show for like 30 minutes already.
We have. We've been entertaining each other.
This is Ray from the Methinks, and you're listening to the Jerry Jonestown Massacre on the FM 80, 90. What station is it on?
It's a fucking podcast, dude.
A podcast?
It's
Like
a
on
podcast.
like computer radio? You guys went to the fucking computer radio show? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Nobody fucking listens to the computer radio. Shit.
This episode of the
Is that
Brought
the
to you
extended
by
version?
Guys know
Note
it is.
and
Victor
Victor
Wrench.
Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Show number 424. It is Tuesday, June 8th, 2021. And I'd like to ask all y'all to please open your prayer guides to page 51. And we're going to learn about the Doric,
Yeah, I'm out of here.
or maybe the Tuscan. Which would you rather learn about tonight, the Tuscan or the Doric?
I don't even know what a Doric is, so I guess I'll go with the Tuscan. But is a Tuscan...
You goddamn Doric.
What are you, a Doric?
Are you a Doric?
Or probably putting out a bat signal for something crazy, so we should stop using that book.
It's the most ancient. I don't know. Its column is 8 diameters high and has seldom any ornaments on the base or
my
capital
gosh.
except moldings. This really freaks you out, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't like it. There's a reason secret societies are secret. Because they'll make your
Because you
secret
learn
go
how
away.
to make things.
I don't know. I just don't want to find out.
What? Someone's going to show up here and put a
Abduct us.
cornerstone on the.
Ooh, that'd be weird.
Just suddenly we walk out and
There's a-
that corner of the shed has a cornerstone placed.
And then the next week, another one on that side. We're like,
No, they
okay.
only do it on one side.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I thought they did it in like 6 different places.
No.
Oh, you're talking about for that. For
Yeah.
that, which we
Those
shall
type
not
of
mention.
people. Yeah.
Those type of people.
Susie knew what we were talking about in the chat room. They're columns.
What you mean by those type of people, dude?
I don't know. Just made things easy. Happy Tuesday, Matt.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
So we were supposed to be at a
Dustin.
fight night
South
tonight.
Denton.
You in the air, east of the Rockies.
South Denton.
We were supposed to be at a fight night tonight at the Yard in Fort Worth. It was supposed to be like an MMA and boxing and jiu-jitsu, but you decided not to fight your opponent. Weren't you up in this to fight?
Huh?
Huh?
Hell no. I saw those videos, man. I ain't crazy.
Yeah, we were supposed to go over there because our buddy Jamal has asked us to come over a couple
Now, was he
times
going to
check it
fight
out.
in it? That's what I was wondering.
He
or is he
has-
just wanted us to go
Last
hang out?
time I talked to him, he was going to do some coming up or had some fights coming up or
Yeah,
something.
he kept talking about a fight, but
He's going to keep it secret. He didn't want anybody to show up, which
which you have no idea how many matches I've done.
is true. Are you sanctioned? Do you now have a scorecard?
We'll see.
Do we need to fire up your Wikipedia now?
No, I would not recommend that when it comes to
Your fight card
martial arts
Wikipedia?
in the Wikipedia. You'll be
Ready to get you
disappointed.
going? Matt Stubbs.
What's that? They used to play. What is it? Eminence Front.
Yeah. Imminent front. We got in trouble
Matt
for playing
Stubbs.
Imminent front on this show one time. We got a
So what if we sing it like
You
that?
do.
We just did the acapella version of it. Would we get in trouble?
bam, pick up a camp. Bam, bam, pick up a camp. Bam, pick up a camp.
We're gonna do this the whole show to see if we get it taken down. Just this is a
Yes.
test, y'all.
Yeah. Ah, see, Kent's right. And I was pointing to the northeast
Who
of
Huh?
of the
What?
temple, where the cornerstone goes.
Oh, someone in. See, now the word's out. We're giving advice on stuff we don't know what we're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about because I have the books to prove it.
Yeah. For a little bit, you do.
Oh, so yeah, we were supposed to go watch some fights.
Still want to kind of do it.
I do
Just
wanna
need
do
know
it.
some more direction in it.
Maybe
Like-
okay. So they do this the first or second Tuesday of every month. First Tuesday, second Tuesday. Is it second Tuesday? I don't know where our calendars
with
are off.
the Lamb Striking Academy, right?
Yeah.
Is who it's tied to.
They do it at the Yard, and my understanding, it's all types of different fighting throughout the night.
So it's like fight night that they do at the ticket, except it's
Yeah.
every month.
Yeah, once a month. And maybe if we don't hear anything back about doing the show with our small little portable setup from up there,
Just go.
we'll just go and then move the show to like a Wednesday night or do
Well, I
it on a
thought
Monday
that's what
night.
you were doing anyway. I thought that was the plan anyway.
I mean, we could have. You want to just leave now? Let's go.
Turn the. Whoa.
Whoa.
All right. I guess we'll stay. See, you shouldn't have got into that book.
They control the power plants.
I control everything, man.
But the I don't know.
We'll get in there.
We'll go check it
Yeah.
out. I'd like to go check it out. I had another idea too. If we drove, like I was going to set up the rig where we could do the show on the way there, record it like we normally do, drive down the highway.
Yeah.
Because everybody likes staring at us because we have headphones on and microphones in our mouths as we're driving.
And mask. Back in the day.
Oh yeah, we did have masks, but everybody gets a kick out of that. Like when they pass us, they're like, "What are y'all doing?" And I was going to do that, and if they wouldn't let us in, I thought, well, we're in Fort Worth. Let's just start showing up at random people's houses and honking until they come out. Like we'd roll over to Jeff's house and just sit there and honk a whole bunch until he walked out, and then we'd talk to him for a little bit, and then maybe we'd roll over to.
We'd probably get some complaints though from neighbors. If we were just started honking.
I got something to solve those
profusely.
complaints in my truck.
Well, we don't want it to escalate to violence.
I didn't say violence.
We just want to play fun games on the podcast show.
Yeah.
We don't want to leave a trail of the dead
And you will know us
by the trail.
of the dead.
Fox 4 News.
So Friday I went and saw,
So it's going to be like that today, huh?
yeah. Friday I went and saw this little band. Wait, was that Friday night? Yeah, Friday night. Called the Jet Noise. This two-piece doo-wop duo.
Yeah.
We happen to know the bass player in that band.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good. It was a good night. It's fun.
That's good.
They did a good little show
Good
over there
show.
at Mass. Yeah.
Pack it out.
It's pretty good. I mean, it wasn't packed out. It wasn't like when I went a couple of weeks ago and that blues band was there and you couldn't stand.
Yeah.
You open the door and like it's immediately backs to the door and you're like, oh shit. But it was a pretty good crowd. It was the night of transportation at Mass. There was Slow Boat, which was badass. I need to play you some of their stuff. Man, it was cool.
Slow boat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'll check it out.
And then How's My Driving? And then
I
Jet
don't know. I
Noise.
haven't seen you drive. Like, I'm usually in the car with you.
So you should be able to judge how my driving is.
Not in my condition.
Right now?
Yeah.
Or is this after...
I need a massage, man. I'm serious. I'm
We got
getting old,
people?
man.
We got people?
I need some people to come in and give me a massage.
We'll put some...
Free advertisement.
We will... We'll hook you up.
Yeah, I need to be hooked up.
We know some people that'll rub you
Yeah.
down.
I need it.
Okay.
Severely.
Do you need another man to rub you down, or is it okay if a female does it? Do you get sexist when it comes to massages?
I just want it to feel good.
What is it?
My shoulder and my neck and every part of my body sometimes.
Just make sure
It's
that
old.
you're not going to go to the place by the old rehearsal studio that got burnt down.
No. What was that, a rub and tug?
Yeah.
No. No,
The
I want a legit, like,
Asian waterfall place.
massage therapist.
You want something real.
Yeah.
You're
Give
not
me
looking
something
for sweet
real.
relief.
Give me something real.
Okay. We can hook you up with that.
I want it.
There are
I'm not
people.
this is not shtick. Like, seriously, I need my back cracked every single morning. It's like, and if I don't get it at some point during the day, I'm going to turn into a decrepit old man.
Okay.
Well, what did you do this weekend?
I just told you. I went and saw Josh. Well,
Oh, yeah. That was Friday night, right?
Or
Well, you
not,
didn't do
it's
anything
not
on
Josh and
Saturday.
Jet Noise anymore. It's just Jet
Oh, that's
Noise.
right. Just jet noise.
And you got to make sure it's Jet and
So did
Noise.
Josh show
Two
up?
words. You'll get chewed out by Chris.
Did Josh? Wait. What? There's some pronunciation agitation.
Yeah. Make sure shit's separate on
And
paper.
say jet
Space.
noise.
Noise.
So you should do the Fox.
Jet.
Noise.
Sean Rabb. Jet. Noise. Yeah,
From
you
Fox.
totally do.
Fox 4
News. I swear to God, back at the studio, they're counting that out.
Oh, they got to be.
They've always got to be, and there's got to be a bet. Oh, Sean Rabb's doing the story
Do you
tonight.
think there's some
Over under 5 seconds
do you
of
think
him
there's
holding
been
that
some
out.
directors that are in there going, "God damn it, Sean"?
He's had dude. There was one that was like 10 seconds,
Yeah,
and they had to have pulled him in and been like,
dude, you got to cut
Dude.
it back.
"Dude, you're taking up advertising space."
I think I hung out with him one time down in Lower Greenville when I was working at the radio station one night.
Mm-hmm.
It was back when that whole area was all bumping. And I don't know if we were there for, I think that maybe the fire happened or something. But anyway, he stayed
Arcadia?
out. Whatever that, remember that big place that burnt? Yeah, was it?
Wasn't that what it was?
I can't remember. But anyway, it was either that or for some reason he was down there, but he ended up going to like everywhere we were going. Well, there was Sean Rapp doing Fox 4
I used to see him all the time at different things.
News.
I used to see him all the time when I was at the Mavericks games and stuff.
You think he'll keep that up if he goes national?
I think he's
Gonna do that?
no. I think he's here.
No. But if he goes national, let's say he does,
Yeah.
like because a lot of the DFW news reporters, as much as we make fun of them, they go on to like really high places usually, like that Ashley Banfield,
Yeah.
who was in a band
She's probably the highest level, right?
because she went to CNN.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's retired now, right?
I think so.
She was
Sean Rabb, ABC News. She was good looking.
especially back then.
And then she turned into the sexy librarian when she got on CNN. Put her hair up and her glasses on. Yeah. She knew what she was doing.
Yep.
You think there's people like No Agenda Says that sit in the studio and are like, we're going to adjust your appearance for this.
Absolutely, dude.
When you get to the national level,
Absolutely.
you're going to be our librarian.
That's why all those women on and men on Fox News look like their skin they look like they're wax, like from the wax museum.
Well, there's a lot of times you can totally see the makeup on them.
Yeah.
Or on their collars.
Yeah.
You'll see makeup on their collar.
Oh no, I've never seen. I haven't looked for that.
Like it'll be hot in the studio or whatever, and they'll rub or something.
Yeah.
You'll see the makeup rub off.
Yeah, I think.
I see that on the field at Cowboy games.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you do. Like I think CNN just probably puts a soft filter on everything, and just lets it rip a little bit more. They don't put as much. Fox News, man, they go to freaking Home Depot and get that shit.
I don't want to call out anyone, Babe Laufenberg, but for having all.
Man, we're just gonna piss everyone off in the DFW area before too long, aren't we? We're not gonna be able to
Lay
go
off
out,
the makeup,
man.
babe.
And the fake bake.
You know who's fun to hang out with?
Who? I bet your babe is.
No, he is. I'm just giving him shit. He don't wear any makeup. Chrissy Scales is fun to hang out with.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she
she's
sounds
cool.
pretty cool. Well, we had a sports defeat. Did you even know that was going on?
The Mavericks losing
Yeah, they lost.
on
They're not in the
Sunday.
Yeah, they're not in the playoffs.
What would they have done in the second round? Got their ass beat by Utah.
It's because they got to get these they got to get Luka players. They have to get him players. If they don't get him players, it's the same shit for about 7 years.
Yeah.
We've seen it done with. Remember, isn't this what they kind of did with Dirk a little bit? Like they tried to fucking do
For
whatever
his
they
first
could.
20 years.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they fucking decided they were going to start bringing badasses in.
Here, 1 year, we're going to bring in a bunch of badasses and you're good to go.
And then it was spare parts for a long
And
time.
it's been 10 years
Since they won a
Since
series,
they won
I
the
think so.
championship.
Yeah, and I think they have not won a series since then.
I thought they made the second round the year after that. No?
No, because I heard the morning show this morning on the ticket.
Talk
Craig,
about it.
Craig, I heard him bring it up, saying that it's congratulations, Dallas. I think it was Craig Miller. Someone was talking about how congratulations, Dallas. You're the first team to ever lost. You have gone the longest without winning a round in the playoffs, going past the first round. You've done it the longest since you won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was one runner-up, and we're like, I think they went 8 years or something like that, 9 years. Because I thought they did too. I thought they had won a series shortly after that, but they did go. Remember, they flopped
Yeah.
the next season.
I just don't care.
About what?
The Mavericks right now. They aggravate me. I'm aggravated. I'm aggravated because of what you said. Luka doesn't have any help. I'm
gotta get
aggravated
help.
watching one person do everything and carry a team around. And it's just like several times watching that game on Sunday, I was like, there's 4 other people on the court.
Yeah, but
No
I
one
mean,
else
what are
can
you
make
going to
shots?
do? What the thing is, what are you going to do as a team at their level and popularity within the NBA? Because
No one
all
wants
these
to come here.
teams, all these teams are building these super teams. Like all these all these players are building all these super teams. I mean, what the fuck are we going to do if no one likes to come here?
Well, it's location. No one wants to come here. There's 3 places they want to go.
Yeah, New York or L.A.
And Miami.
Yeah,
Those are the 3 places everybody wants to go play at because
yeah.
those are the places to be seen. No one wants to come to Dallas. Remember when DFW was so many bands when they went on tour were like, our favorite place is playing is Dallas.
Yeah.
Our favorite place going on tour is Dallas because it's so fucking wild and it's so badass and those Texas people are so cool and they're so nice and blah, blah, blah. That never carried over the sports world, did it? Well, I guess Cowboys.
Yeah.
People wanted to come play here for America's team, which is no longer America's team. But
Who knows, man?
baseball, the Rangers suck. You know, they can't get anybody to come here. The
Nobody
Stars
can.
could, but not anymore. The Cowboys still can. There's still people that want to come play here.
Man, you heard that disrespectful stuff that Julio Jones was saying
Yeah,
when he thought he was talking to Shannon Sharp on the phone,
yeah,
and he
It's
thought it was
Julio
he
Jones.
didn't know it was on air, and he was like, I'm not going to Dallas or something like that. He's like, there's no way in hell I'm going to Dallas.
It's Julio Jones, though.
So, Julio Jones is not a spare. The fuck are you talking? Okay, Atlanta, I apologize, even though he's not on your team anymore. Yeah, it's a sad time though. I don't see the Mavericks pulling anything off for a good minute now. You know,
I don't either.
because what is Porzingis done? Like his contract's about up, right? It was only a 1 or 2 year deal with him, I think.
I get them all mixed up, honestly.
See, this is when we need Aaron to come in, because Aaron keeps up with all these stats and stuff. He's like,
Or Chris.
or Chris, yeah,
Or we'll just bring Jake back in here.
yeah. He
Help
said
us, Jake.
he said
We
no.
need- Yeah, he's busy.
Said he's too busy.
He's
so
tier 1 now.
It's exactly what he said.
So we kind of jumped to Sunday in the game. Do you want to get into my conundrum?
Is it something that happened over the weekend?
Yeah, it happened on Saturday.
Yeah, then I mean, it's shoot the shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Did you ever get a response from the question I asked earlier that you were sending to a friend? Did she ever respond?
Let me see.
So Saturday night,
No,
she
did
hasn't. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with the numbers I've found online.
Oh, this was for the show.
This is for the show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is where I pull out the flamethrower.
Uh-oh. Am I getting burnt?
No,
I'm not going to be
I'm
an
gonna see what you
innocent
think about this.
bystander of all this and get scorched a little bit.
you might. I'm gonna see what you think about this because when you're over in your part of town, you got some high-end bars, right?
Yeah, do I need to put a fire retardant like clothing on
No,
and
no,
stuff?
no. You're behind me.
Oh, okay. Cool.
This flamethrower is going out, projecting out.
Because I feel like if you were shooting it out the door to get to someone, it would have to pass me, like a supernova gun or something. I'd get taken out just by the...
You'd probably get a little warm, a little sunburnt, sitting where you are.
All right.
If I fired this up, but it's okay because I'm not going to fire it up until I'm rolling through the south side next time.
What do you mean? The Nova gun?
Here we go. So Saturday night, a couple of weeks ago, Shelby asked me to go out with her little brother. It was going to be her and Chris and her little brother Gavin, who's turning 21, and a few of his friends to go roam through Fort Worth to all these different bars, go bar crawling, basically.
Got you.
and she wanted some suggestions, but they ultimately wanted to end up at the Tiki Lounge
Gotcha.
because Gavin wanted to go there. He's seen, pictures, all this stuff, and wanted to go there.
Well, yes.
So
I could see that for a 21-year-old that wanted to.
yeah, and I
see
told
cool
him, I
stuff.
said, that's got to be dessert. That's got to be the end, because that place is an ender. You start drinking stuff there
I might have gotten caught in there a few times.
and not remembered the rest of the night.
That might have happened to me some. I might be guilty of that at some point.
So I kind of tossed out. We could go to the south side. We could park in one spot there at South Main, and we could eat down there, and then we could walk to go to the Amber Room, which is the speakeasy down there at Wishbone of Flint. Go over to the Bearded Lady, have some beers, walk over to Nickel City, see how everybody's feeling after Nickel City, and then maybe go to Tiki Lounge. Well, things got kind of jacked up, and this outing turned into a 16-person outing. So immediately I wasn't going to go to the Amber Room speakeasy with 16 people come
No.
rolling up in there.
They probably wouldn't let you.
No, probably not.
Be like, nope.
So we started at the Woodshed. Everybody met up there. Then we went to Twilight. I was like, you know what? There's a big spot. We can run over to Twilight and have some drinks. And when we were at the Woodshed, I found out that Gavin and his friends really didn't have too much of an idea on alcohol. This was all learning experience for them. They didn't know what they liked. I mean, when I turned 21, I already knew I love vodka and I love a little bit of whiskey.
So this was all over the place then probably for them.
So this was a big experiment in taste and sound. So I was like, okay, but they don't like beer. They like the frou-frou drinks and sweet tasting drinks. Like, okay,
Is frou-frou in the dictionary?
probably. I think it is now. So we left there and we went to Twilight. And at Twilight, we got some different drinks there, or they got some different drinks. I only had they have a frozen Irish coffee there.
Oh, yeah?
I had that. It's like a Slurpee, frozen Irish coffee Slurpee.
Is there caffeine in it?
A lot of coffee, yeah,
And booze?
and Jameson, yeah.
Whew.
It's Irish, man. Come on, let's go.
You
So
guys party.
I got one, and then they were all like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Irish coffee." And oh my god! So then they all went and got one, and it was all
On
good.
your tab?
No, we'll talk about tabs here in a second.
Ugh.
So we hang out there for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and then it's like, okay, well, let's pack up and go to. It's like 10:30. Let's go to Nickel City. So we go to Nickel City. Chris, I've been wanting to take him there for a while. COVID, he's kind of stayed in. So I keep telling him, I was like, we need to go there. We need to go there. We need to go there. I want to take you there because, as you know, Nickel City has a wall of whiskey. Like 400 bottles is what they say. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I was excited to take him there. Now, let me tell you the rest of the party. The rest of the party was Jennifer, Jason Alley, Seth and Alif, Chris, and Shelby, and then Gavin and 6 friends. So we go rolling up into Nickel City, and hey, there's a table big enough right there as we walk in. Cool, sweet. Get all set up. And I told Seth and Chris, I was like, when we get over there, we'll have some good whiskey. Something we're not normally gonna drink or normally have sitting around the house. We'll have something good. I've had Pappy there. That was the most expensive thing I'd had there. Was a little 2-ounce pour of Pappy to sip on. It was like $25. And I told him, we're out celebrating, we're all hanging out. Let's spend some money. Let's have something good. So we walk up to the bar, all three of us, and I'm looking at what they have on the top shelf, and they have a couple of the different Whistle Pig, the Boss Hogs. They had something on the far end. I couldn't tell what it was. They had a Weller Antique 105, and I think just some regular Whistle Pig too. And I was like, hey, well, they have some Boss Hog. Let's see what the deal is. So I asked the bartender, I was like, so, what's the difference between these Boss Hogs? What do you got up there? And he's like, well, one of them is like a fourth edition or something like that. And then one of them is this Samurai Scientist. And I'm like, okay. I was like, well, what's the difference? And he tells us, the way it's cast and the way they did it. And the Samurai Scientist is in Japanese cask and all this. And he's going all through it. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, which one do you like? And he goes, oh, the Samurai Scientist is really good. I was like, okay. Well, why don't we have a couple of pours of that? He's like, all right. And I said, I also need a Weller and Diet Coke. He's like, okay. He immediately reaches for the 105. Not the normal special reserve Weller. The bottle we have sitting right here. Not that. He goes straight to the 105. And as I see him, as he starts pouring it, I'm like, hey, man. And he just keeps pouring it in there. And I was like, well, shit. Okay. I'll eat this one, But he goes to pour the Diet Coke, and I yell at him, I was like, don't, just a splash of Diet Coke. No, the motherfucker pours an entire can of Diet Coke over 105.
Damn.
Now I'm getting hot.
Yeah.
So I take it, and I get, he fucks up anyway with what we wanted with this Whistle Pig, and I had to correct him on that, on the Boss Hog. And I'm getting kind of pissed off, and the guy's a complete fucking asshole the whole time,
Yeah.
that he's dealing with us. And he is slamming stuff around. He totally heard me about the Diet Coke because he looked up at me and kept pouring the whole fucking thing, which pissed me off. But I was like, whatever, I'll eat it. It's cool. Fucking moron, shitty bartender.
Yeah.
So get the 105 back to our little pours of this Boss Hog, and we sit there and we drink and we have fun, and Seth and I talk about it, and Chris gets another, I can't remember what Chris gets, but he gets something else, and we're talking about it and sampling stuff, and everything's all good. And we're having fun. Like I said, 16 people are in there with us. I understand it's a little chaotic. Not all of us went to the bar at once, but it was just crazy having a table of 16. All the kids there, the youngsters, ordered tiki drinks. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. We're fixing to go to a tiki bar, and you're getting half-ass shitty tiki drinks here that Nickel City thought they needed to start making to copycat what's going on across the street. And I've had their tiki drinks there, and they're shitty. So anyway, we're there for about an hour and a half. It gets a little crazy. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to walk across the street to Tarantula, because that's our next stop, and I'm going to make sure we can get a table.
Yeah.
So I take off, go over there. I'm getting a table. A whole bunch of other stuff ensued in that, which I don't really want to get into right now, but it was kind of cool, or not cool, but interesting. But I finally get that big giant U-shaped table. The people were leaving that big, that lounge area.
Mm-hmm.
And shoot a text across the street. I'm like, hey guys, I'm over here. I got the table, so whenever they're ready, okay, we're checking out, or we're tabbing out. And all of a sudden I get a message and goes, how much were those shots of that you and Seth ordered? It's like, I don't know. They shouldn't have been that much, because I was told when that fucking bar first opened that the cool thing they did was nothing was over a $50 shot. They were going to keep everything pretty lax.
Yeah.
Well, I get a text back that says those shots were $150.
Pop?
Yeah. Those 2-ounce pours were $150 each.
God.
Now, I don't really care, but what pissed me off, what set me on fucking fire, is
The bad service, too.
the shitty fucking service. The
Yeah.
guy never said anything. Normally, when you get over, I don't know, say $50, usually someone will pop, the person you're ordering is like, big spender, y'all out here celebrating, they'll hint around to let you know that you're about to get into
A world of trouble.
Yeah, we're not in fucking Vegas. We're in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Okay. So, $150 each. And I'm like, what the fuck? Really? And I'm like, I'm going through my head and I'm like, that's a bunch of bullshit. And I said, on top of that, the motherfucker poured Antique 105, which was only $18. Okay. That he totally drenched with Diet Coke, fucking asshole.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there going, Hop online. I start looking around, and this Boss Hog Samurai from the distillery direct
Okay.
is $8.29 a bottle for a $750.
$829.
$829. From wholesalers, it's only $4.99.
Yeah.
How does that compute when I've had a $3,000 bottle in there for $23 a pour, a 2-ounce pour?
Happy hour or something? I don't know. Like maybe you went during happy hour the last time, and this time you went on full price night.
I don't fucking know. I don't.
That's crazy.
I don't know what this guy. Like, I've seen the receipt. I don't know what he fucking did, what kind of black magic he did or whatever, but that's bullshit. And yes,
Did you take it to the owner?
we're in talks right now.
Yeah.
So the
You're opening an investigation.
yeah, the Antique 105 in a bottle, the Weller Antique 105 is about $400 a bottle. So I don't, and that was only $18 for a pour of it, drowned in Diet Coke. I was fucking livid. I was like, what the fuck? So then I'm sitting there going, and over the past few weeks, I've ran into a lot of people, and there's a lot of people I work with that I've told about Nickel City, and they've come back pissed. They were like, we were overcharged.
Oh, same story.
Same story,
Same
or there
story,
was
huh?
shit on their tab that didn't belong to them, and they got fucked with, and they tried to argue it, and
Yeah.
the bartenders were complete assholes about it. And there's been a lot of people showing up at Mass that
just left there.
there
or
were
something?
two there were two guys that said they will that live right next to it and said they will never drink there again because the bartenders are assholes, shitty service, and prices aren't right. They fluctuate too much. They aren't set.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I've also
They won't last though. If they do that, if they keep that up, they're not gonna
The
last.
place is usually packed, but yeah, if you keep pissing people off, if you're pissing off people, okay, first off, I'm never going there again, ever.
Yeah.
I love that place. I thought it was cool as shit. I thought the environment was cool as shit. You know, being able to get whatever whiskey I wanted from
Cool
all over the
idea and
world.
everything. Yeah.
You know, the one in Austin's cool as shit, the original one. But fuck this one here.
Yeah. We'll see if Jeremy knows the one that down in Austin, the people that down there.
I'm done with it. Fuck it. I'm not
Is it
going in
out of
there
your
again.
head?
Fuck that. Two of my favorite places sat right across the street from each other in Fort Worth to go drink at.
What
There
if
and Tarantula. Fuck you, Nickel City.
what if Trent Reznor was like, "Hey, I want to meet you at this bar, work on some stuff. Can you meet me at Nickel City?"
I'll be like, no, let me take you somewhere cooler. Let me take you. You know what? Anybody that comes in town, anybody that flies in, anybody that wants to hang out,
They're not going there.
I'm not taking them there anymore. There's too many other cool places around there.
Yeah.
Too many other cool places.
Where's it at again?
Didn't you go one night? It's right there on South Main, across from Bearded Lady and
Did I go?
Caddy
Maybe.
Corner. Yeah, I thought you and I went rolling up in there.
Probably.
Yeah. And I know a few friends that won't
It
go
made
there.
an impact in my life.
A few friends that won't go there. Like, I'll say I'm going there, and they're like, fuck that place, I ain't going. And I was like, come on, man. They're like, no,
Whoa,
it's terrible.
Time code on that.
What I say?
Oh,
Come
you did
on,
like a
man.
yawn or something in your voice.
No. So, to our 80,000.
I wouldn't go with you either.
You would.
If I was like, I'm going to go in the Nickel Sea, I'd be like, nah, man, I'm not going there. I'd be like, no, I'm going to go home now, man.
No, fuck that place. Man.
Man, fuck you.
I'm so pissed off, especially bringing in a
At least
shit
it
ton
did-
of
at
money
least it
and
didn't
going
happen to
there
Thomas.
all the, like, got
Thomas
on
would
there
have
quite a
fucking
bit.
been like, what the fuck, man?
Oh, man.
He'd like
No.
freaking give someone a wedgie or something.
I had Seth going, what the fuck, man? And then Seth and I was like, let's go burn the fucking place down.
Well, now there's any Jewish lightning that happens in the next 3
Whoa.
years, they're going to be like, well, what? You can't say that now?
I don't know. I'm not going to burn the place down, but yes, I was pissed. I'm never going there again. I'll tell you that. I advise everyone that listens to this show, don't ever fucking go there again. Don't go there unless you just want to throw away money. Like I said, I have no problem spending money on high-end whiskey at all.
It's the trickery and the attitude and all that shit.
It's the attitude. It's the bullshit.
principalities.
It's you
Smokey.
pouring shit that I didn't ask for, and it's not being
It's not good
fully
customer
honest.
service and
Yeah.
not being honest. Bad face for a bar.
total bad face. Total bad face.
Very yuck face.
So, yeah, I'll be
Not going there anymore.
not going there. It'll probably turn over like those West 7th bars.
It'll be on one of those shows. Yeah, that crazy dude, lunatic, will come in from Vegas pretty soon.
Let me save your place. Yeah.
Start selling his crazy ass liquors.
And they did have, I guess there is another stage of Samurai Scientist. There's some other one that was it's another title that's way on up there. And that's not what we ordered.
Yeah.
So that's the only way I can think of is that he poured us something we didn't order.
Maybe he was deaf.
Well, maybe he needs to get the fuck out of the bar scene.
Or maybe he was blind.
Or how about he's an asshole and he's pushing people away? You're pushing. There's a lot of people lately, and I've been defending that place, and now I'm done. It's like today in my office, we got into a big conversation about it because a few of the guys were going to go down there after work, and I was like, oh. I was like, yeah. I told them the story, and they're like, yeah, okay, we won't go there anymore. We'll just go buy a bottle at Total Wine and go sit out on the land and drink the bottle and
That'd be a
shoot
lot cooler.
guns and smoke cigars.
Well, I don't mix alcohol with my firearms, but I suppose if you wanted to, you could.
I mean, some people do.
So
I feel it's easier to do
drive-bys.
drive-bys with it. Anyway, so that was my weekend.
sorry, man.
Kind of summed up.
I'm really sorry for you.
I mean, do you think it's bullshit? You know bar etiquette. You know how bartenders act, what they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I ran into a bartender like that down at Trees in the early years of my life. And Johnson and I about fucking went toe-to-toe with the whole Trees staff one night.
Really?
Yeah.
Nearly went toe-to-toe with the entire staff of
It got
shipping and
shitty
receiving
quick,
one
too.
night,
Yeah.
being just complete bitches about things.
Yeah, it was funny.
Not
'cause
wanting to serve
Johnson, it was a rare occasion when Johnson and I both fucking got shitty real quick. And we got shitty real quick. Like, what the fuck? Like mad. And I thought it was about to be go time. I don't even remember how we got out of there. I think we saw someone from the radio station or something. They're like, hey, what y'all doing?
I haven't been in a
We-
bar fight since Sparks.
Sparks.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even remember the last bar fight I got into. I guess when I got stabbed,
That was the last time?
but that wasn't really a bar fight.
That was
That's
a
what
parking lot fight. That was
That's just
outside
what
bar.
that's just what the DAs wanted to paint it as. That was a attempted murder. Any way you look at it, guy sat out. Never mind.
There's something else I kind of want to go off, and I'm going to freeball this.
Uh-oh. Free balling.
We need a theme song where you just start freeballing things.
Free balling.
I'm going to say this, and I'm
So is free balling part of shoot the shit then, or is it? Can you free ball shoot the shit, or can you shoot the shit and free ball?
let's shoot. This is post. Yeah, shoot the shit, then freeballing.
Okay,
And this is.
but they're not the same.
Since we're on a low of me being pissed off, I want to continue keeping us low before we bring it back up. And it's going to be a sharp rise up. But,
It's going to be a steep incline.
you know, we've been talking over the past few months, actually, of a bunch of wrongs that have been happening in our music scene.
Yes, this is true.
And a bunch of.
I think it is getting better though.
I think so too. But there's I've seen a lot of posts lately by friends talking about how, women are still being assaulted or treated bad in the music scene or in the bar scene, in the nightlife scene.
Right.
And we had a friend that kind of went through something a couple days ago. Hasn't it been a couple days yet? A day ago? Sunday night?
Yes.
This Tuesday. And she posted some things today. And it got me just thinking, like, something happened at Gringo Palooza, too. Let's see, I'm freeballing this. There was a young lady there that needed help. A guy was aggravating her. And she came back and she stood with Nick Russo and I for a little bit as a shield. And it's been a long time since I've been used as a shield. Like, just someone walking up to you and being like, hey, I'm going to talk to you for a few minutes.
Oh yeah.
Pretend I'm with you, blah, 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 till this guy disappears or whatever. And eventually he did, And she did point him out, and Nick and I both looked at him, and that's when he kind of hightailed it out of there.
You browbeat him.
Browbeat him.
You mad dog his ass.
But I don't know. I'm kind of getting aggravated by this happening a lot, and then it's being reported a lot.
Well, yeah.
And it's getting way more frequent.
Yeah.
It's very disheartening. I know where you're going.
Man, I think not just that. I think everybody is really nuts right now, still from COVID.
Do you think it's
I don't
a
know
whole...
what I've noticed this with traffic. I have never driven in such a dangerous time ever. Like
People
the traffic,
are fucking retarded.
it's
right
insane,
now.
man.
And
The way the way
they're ridiculous.
on the way people drive on the highways, you're like, dude, what are you doing? And you can get caught up in it real quick. You can be like, oh, this guy's just gonna ride my ass and fucking flick his lights. Well, I'm gonna fucking brake check his ass. Well, you could do that one too many times. I've done that. I've done that 100 times. But you could do that one time and it fucking kills some people on the highway. And it's like that thought is not in a lot of people's heads when they're driving right now. I don't know if their mind is somewhere else or what, but it's like, dude, I've never seen it this bad. It might be my area, but
No, it's bad over here.
that's what I was going to
It's
say.
bad
I
over
see
here,
it
too.
just as much when I'm headed to the show or down to watch some music
So
as
do you
I do in my neck of the woods.
So you took this to traffic, but do you think a bunch of guys have been pent up for the last few months and they feel like they can just get
I think humans
handsy
are- No, I don't think
with women, or
maybe
can
not,
get
not
all stalker-esque with them?
okay. If that was the case, I don't think it's a conscious thing, like that they're that way. They're not going, I can do whatever I want. I've been locked up. It's not that.
Not
they've
that,
they've been
but
pent
they've
up.
been pent up, and they're
These-
like, I need to find
And it might not even
woman.
be that. It might not even be. And I'm not just talking. You're talking about one part of it. I think everybody's messed up right now. Like everybody's.
I think so
thrown
too.
off.
But what I was getting at was the
The sexual assaults and the sexual harassment.
harassment.
specifically.
specifically.
Yeah, and I'm not making an excuse. I'm just saying there's a lot of weird human behavior going on right now. People are really weird right now. It's like I think people are that have been. I didn't realize the amount of people that were staying in and secluding themselves so much until
I did. I watched social media and all these people freaking out,
yeah, see, I
yelling
thought
at
that-
me
well,
for
see,
going outside.
Here's my deal. I thought that was all a bunch of look at my life stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, there's a lot of people that were fucking paranoid.
Yeah,
and
that's
freaking
that's
out.
what I'm finding out. The more
Yeah.
people are starting to come out, they're like, "Yeah, this is the first time. This is the first time my wife and I have been out in 3 months." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" There's really people like that.
Yeah.
And the last time I heard, this guy worked for AT&T. He was at one of my accounts, and him and his wife,
That's son of a
or no,
bitch.
Verizon. I'm sorry, he worked for Verizon.
Don't say you're sorry. You can work for AT&T if you want.
No, it was Verizon.
Okay.
I do remember it now. But anyway, that was the first time they went to a bar.
Oh, there.
And it was they waited till the mask thing got poo-pooed on.
Oh no, there was a lot of talk of that this weekend on
It's like-
Saturday night
Yeah.
of different people saying stuff like that, and I'm like, what? But
Yeah, it's a trip.
I mean,
Everybody's getting
everybody's-
acclimated to the world again.
everybody has. I mean, everybody has the right to freak out and stuff, but I don't think no one has a right to or freak out about going
Yeah.
outside for the first time, and make it a big deal. But no one has a right to
I wish
go
we
over
had
and
a
just
really good cop friend.
harass women.
No, that's unacceptable anytime, no matter what.
Yeah. And I just wanted to put it out there, like, I go out just about every weekend shooting bands, hanging out, covering them or whatever. You go out every once in a while on a blue moon.
the
Our
stars are
friend
right.
Susie goes out just about every weekend. Jeff goes out quite a bit. If you're female and you ever see us out and about and you need a shield, just come on right on up. Always be there
You can hang
for
with
whoever
us.
needs it. Yeah, you can hang out with us. We won't charge you an appearance fee,
I will.
asshole. It's just shitty. It's really, really shitty. And
Yeah, it is
just
shitty.
seeing post after post after post after post about it. And we're not even in any of those girl groups. There's no telling what the fuck's being posted in those. Probably
Yeah.
all about you being handsy. I'm probably preaching to the choir.
Yeah. Man. Yep.
It's aggravating. People are shit.
Yeah, right now. People are being really shitty.
For some reason, I was trying to listen to Slipknot the other day.
I think I know why you listened to Slipknot the other day. So
Why is that?
nothing.
Because of what we're doing?
Yeah.
Because it's getting close.
Yeah.
We're going to need 8 people on stage, 9 people on stage to play this shit. Nah, we'll get it done with 6.
I
We
mean,
don't
Dave
need
wants
those-
7 guitars now. He wants everyone to play their own instruments and then also play guitar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that. We can figure that
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
going to be going out this weekend, though. So
Yeah, I wanted to
yeah,
talk about
this is a
that.
big rock star weekend for the Stebolino. I'm going to go act like a rock star.
So we got a bunch of things
Or a
happening.
Rasta star.
Thursday night, our buddy
Rasta.
Brian, who comes in here quite a bit, has his own podcast now. Go check it out, The Brickening. It's fun. I really enjoy it.
A lot.
He's doing a Laugh Your Mass Off event at Mass, where he's bringing Eddie Pepitone and JT Habersat up to do sets. And there'll be he'll do a set while he's hosting, and there'll be a few others there. I don't know who else is there, but that's going to be a fun night. I don't think I'm going to be able to make that. I got to go out of town.
I thought we were going to their show.
No, I'll be back. I come back Friday.
Oh.
I have to go for
When's Brian's show?
Thursday,
Ah, okay.
Thursday night.
What time does it start?
7 or 8, 9, something like that.
And it's in
At Mass.
At Mass.
Yeah.
Uh,
You should go. They're both fucking hilarious. And then there's Brian.
yeah, I mean, it
They're
depends.
great.
Depends.
You and Eddie would get along good. He's a good dude. He's nice.
Yeah.
He's fun to talk to. Yeah. Yeah, I would
I
have
might make
fun
it-
conversations.
Would we?
Yeah.
We should have him on the show.
If
have him on the podcast show.
if he'd stay here long enough, I think that's why.
Oh, is he not from here?
No, no, and JT's from Austin. He's the one that makes all those weird action figures. Have you seen him online? He makes custom action figures of like Batman's dead parents and Bigfoot's dick.
Man,
Yeah, he makes fun
God, I
stuff.
hate it when I hear people that have more genius ideas or that
They're
like
so
I didn't
great.
think of it. If I'd have just had a fucking Bigfoot dick idea that came into my mind, like
Or the
I'd have been
baseball card
rich.
vandals.
yeah, the baseball
That's a
card
genius
vandals.
idea.
Dude, they're so funny.
They're so funny.
It's definitely one of my favorite Instagram.
Even some of
accounts.
them, you're looking through them, you're like, that's not funny, but all the work that went
Yeah.
behind this is fucking hilarious.
Like there was one the other day that had the hand that was just like it was a normal baseball card, except you know how they outline and everything. But then all of a sudden they just put this hand holding something, and the hand looks all like deformed. And stuff. Yeah, we say deformed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, and you never know when you describe things these days. You're like,
The
just rather be safe
yeah.
than sorry.
So there's that show on Thursday. On Friday, my neighbor, his band Iron Jaw, is playing with a bunch of other metal bands at the Haltom Theater.
It'll be my first metal show since the
It'll be your first show at Haltom
Pandemic.
Theater.
and Haltom Theater
Oh, you're
because
gonna have fun at this.
yeah, like that girl pissed me off. Like,
Huh?
wasn't a fan of it.
Who, the Haltom Theater?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I'll tell you off the mic because it's petty and stupid but funny.
So we'll go to that.
Someone acted like the shit didn't stink.
Then
Stupid.
Saturday night, the big show.
The one you've all been waiting for.
The one you've all been waiting
Like, don't
for.
come up there ovulating.
Stink Flamingo at No, I'm sorry.
Matt, we're just, this
You
whole
better-
time we thought this would be a pretty funny joke.
Yeah.
And we learned all this music, and here you go.
We've been practicing nonstop, and,
we got a show.
Here we go.
on Friday.
This commercial.
I don't understand this commercial though, because wasn't she involved in some shenanigans?
A guy did it to her.
Yeah, and
It's not her
weird.
fault. She
I
can
know.
be in
I'm
a
not saying that, but
gymnast.
it's weird that all of a sudden they use her hotness directly in a Geico commercial.
I
It's
like that she still does the mouth thing though at the end of it too. That picture where she's.
Oh, I had no idea.
When
I don't even know who she is.
That's when she was an Olympic gymnast,
yeah. I don't.
and she got pissed off because
kept
she
up
didn't
with any
win.
of the,
She didn't win the medal, so she did her mouth.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Oh. Anyway, so Saturday night,
Was
Lola's
it like when
the
Mary Lou
Methinks
Retton was in the Olympics and stuff?
and Kathy Rigby. Jeez. All I can think of is Kathy Rigby, the Brutal Juice song, who we opened with.
Such a badass band, dude. I love it when you play that
With
stuff.
your juices running down my face.
Okay.
God damn, that pussy tastes so great.
All right.
Superb. Is that the way the words go?
I don't
On
know.
Kathy Rigby? If I remember right.
I don't know, man. I was listening to Petra then, and Michael W. Smith and Amy Grant. I didn't listen to all that
DC talk.
crazy devil worshiping music, man.
All right, can we now say this clearly that Saturday night is the Methinks in the Lola's
The
Trailer Park
Methinks.
with Drawer Devils and someone else.
Yes.
I didn't write it down.
And barbecue.
Well, for the barbecue, you got to get there super early, like noon.
I
Or
know. I'm so
11.
sick of that. I wish we could get on top of the meat shortages.
Well, that was really going to be a meat shortage.
We need more meats.
A lot more meats, more smoked meats.
Like, can we? Okay, so we're always fighting. Like right now, we're about to blow up China, and they're about to blow us up, right? And Russia's about to blow everybody up, right?
Are we still blowing things up?
Can't we just settle for some meat?
Look,
Like we need more meats.
like when I got in my argument, or
Just give us
not an
some
argument,
meats, man.
when I got in my discussion with Jesse a few weeks ago when his sister-in-law chimed in.
What?
Yeah, she chimed into it.
It's never good when you say chimed in. Like that doesn't refer to something that was.
Well, she said if we weren't vegan,
It's like you
And
don't say
we're
yeah,
not
she
worried about our.
chimed in, told me happy birthday.
If we're not vegan and worried about our carbon footprint in that aspect, then what we're talking about with vehicles is mute. So I said, I eat cows and beef because to help reduce the cow farts that
The
are
emissions.
killing the ozone.
The emissions, yeah.
I eat pigs to kill the pig
Time
farts.
mark.
I eat chicken for
Please
the
look at
chicken
the
farts
time,
to
Thomas.
stop the chicken farts.
Thomas, please tell me you got that time code.
So that's what I do. I mean, vegans are the one that aren't helping out killing out the cows.
They're the ones being freaking self-centered.
You're eating the shit that
That they're
creates
supposed to eat.
oxygen.
And that's what the cows eat. A lot of the animals eat that.
You know, the reason
You're eating their food.
we have all this excess CO2 is because you're eating all the green shit
That's right.
that's supposed to turn the CO2 into
If
oxygen.
you'd stop eating that,
Did
everything
you
would calm
not
down.
go to science class?
I went to science class. We had the Brunson burner.
Yeah.
Always.
Anyway, so I eat cows to kill the cow farts.
I agree, man.
That's the way it should be, right?
Yeah, and we should settle for some meats, China. Is that cool? We'll do some meats here.
We'll do some meats.
Yeah.
There needs
We'll
to be
send
some meats.
Meats, just send some meats. And maybe, maybe we'll let you slide on all the,
You know what's really good?
intellectual property that you've stolen from us if you give us some good meats.
You know what's really good at Lola's Trailer Park?
What's that?
The elote.
Yes.
Out of the truck in the back. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Everything out of that truck is good.
I have elote every time I go.
Yes, that is good elote.
Yeah, they have a lot of my money that went straight to elote.
The only
Elote
thing that
cash.
sucks is I love the sauce too. And then I'll be like, oh, I'll need this all on it. And I forget. It's
And
got
then
some
your
kick
asshole burns.
for the next 2 days, and it's awesome.
Yep. Oh, that's awesome.
Going down is awesome. Coming out, not so much. That's like I don't know.
So last
a
week,
lava pool of razor blades.
I was trying to get away from that. Yes, I was trying to change the subject before you got it out. A lava pool. I don't want to visualize that.
Dude, you know when you've been pushing mud water for like more than like 4 hours, all of a sudden that anus starts feeling like
Mud water.
Yeah,
If you're
lava.
dropping a lava pool of razor blades,
Lava pool of razor blades.
don't those just
Woo!
cut off the tulips as it come out?
You would think so, man, but no, that's not how it works. The
It's like-
tulips don't like it.
You're sitting on the toilet and a daisy cutter just comes shooting out.
Like a freaking ripsaw.
Like the military could take your ass over to like China and just
Some
let
meats.
you rip, and you just nail people up into trees.
That's like the new weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah.
Is an anus that spits
Ah!
out razor blades and lava.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
we'd run the world at that point.
Yeah.
It'd be a weird way to dominate the world, but
Speaking of war stuff, before
we're getting negative again.
we're gonna get negative, I saw this photo the other day on Reddit. So when in the Civil War, before the North and South fought, and you know how they always fought in lines, like they'd all line up and fire, and then the next thing, fire. Before they got like into big battles, all the high-ranking officers would meet
Hang out, have dinner,
and shake hands and talk and
have some
everything,
beers and stuff.
and then they would separate and then kill each other.
Yeah,
How weird was that?
it's about to be. You're about to witness it probably pretty soon.
That we'll never go back to that.
Where we meet and greet people? Hell no, dude.
It's really weird. Really,
go to,
really
go to a
weird.
Methinks show before you start the battle. Have some beers.
The bands play.
Bands
we
play.
have some beer,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
we
There's-
go home.
There's
We
drunk
rest.
Rebecca falling off the stage
Then the next day we
There's
show
drunk
back
Matt.
up, and we
with some In-N-Out burger
Mines.
getting disintegrated by a pack of wolves, the piranhas, and then the next day, ready. Aim. Man, I don't want to do this, dude. I'm about to throw up, dude.
Fire.
You get the guy behind you shot.
Then the other
Because you're
team,
throwing up.
Yeah. Then the other side fires at you. Then you load your musket back up.
You just walk
Fire
the
it again.
tightrope through the way, like through the most fierce battle ever on this country's
Because you're
land.
throwing up.
Because you're throwing up hungover from partying too hard the night before.
Partying too hard saved your life.
You're like, you finally like, oh man, start feeling a little, getting a little blood to the extremities. You're like, the fuck
Ooh.
happened here, man?
Earlier in that morning, all the guys standing around are like, "This guy's gonna die first. Look how
Yeah.
terrible he looks."
But
And
you
you're the
skate
one
your
who
way through it. Just by
survived the whole
throwing
thing.
up, throwing up Jaeger and Bud Light,
Sounds like a movie.
a bunch of cigarette breath.
Could we make a
Civil
period
War
movie right now about the Civil War?
Absolutely, we could, and it would be hilarious. Would it ever see the light of day?
No,
Probably not.
no studio would sign off on that.
No, not right now, man.
Not right now.
No, we'd have to take it to China, see if they'd buy it, and they probably wouldn't even buy it. They'd be like,
They would use it as a
see,
as a film for training.
yeah.
This is how Americans fight. Kill the drunk ones.
This is what you're up against.
Kill the hungover drunk guys. All right, so last week, for the first time ever, we talked about donations.
And we got $50.
We got some donations from our buddy Jeremy. Well,
What
this
was it?
week we got another executive producer.
Oh, now we have two?
Well, no, you get it. It's per show.
That's right.
It's per show.
Do I get to say who it is, or I don't know who it is? So
You know?
no. Bill Stevenson.
No,
Robotona.
no,
I don't know. Susie.
no. She said she would donate.
Donald Trump.
Never mind. Mushrooms to the show.
This is what we're, our donations mushrooms?
No.
Oh.
Our friend on the West Coast from the Bed Files, Miss Rebecca Dugan, Becky,
So Becky
is our
will
executive
now be
producer.
listed as a.
Executive producer
producer.
of this show.
So we're gonna send them anything, or like
You get the title.
you get the title and stuff, but we're gonna get them some beer or something.
Yeah, when we go back out there, because you owe them a shit ton of beer.
I do owe them some Corona Premier.
A lot.
It's the greatest beer I've ever had, man. I really
It's
like
great.
this beer, dude. You're gonna be shit faced, dude, if you know I'm not. And then like fast forward like 35 minutes. So that's a style. And we're from Texas.
I play Blurt,
Blurt. I don't even. What the fuck is a blurt?
so I gotta raise my hand for Blurt. No,
Yeah.
the name of the show, the name of the game is Blurt. You
Blurt.
just yell it out.
Blurt.
So anyway, yes, and we got to talk about how we're going to do this, because you can donate. You go to our website, and there's an area up there to donate to the show.
You don't
if
have
you
to
feel
be
like
an
donating.
executive producer.
No, you don't have to be executive producer, but what we're doing is just donate what you feel. If you
What you
it's
feel
the
in your
value
loins.
for value. If you get a kick out of our show, if you enjoy it, just donate whatever. We'll buy new gear,
Yeah.
beer.
I definitely need a new mic and a new mic
That microphone
stand.
still sounds good.
It sounds good. There's a
need
couple of
headphones.
things that I don't like about the stand. Oh, I guess I can replace this.
You just tighten all that stuff up.
No, I know, but there's like I want it to where I can see. Like I want it to swivel here too, so you can really put it into spot.
into
know
the
what I mean?
spot.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
It is a good mic. I'm not bitching about the mic.
Oh, that's great, Mike.
I know I didn't pay 1 cent for it, so
Yeah, that's old Mike.
yeah.
But yes, you can donate whatever you feel, and then what we'll do is whoever the highest donator is executive producer, and then those below, if there are more that
If
come
it's
in,
on
it'll be regular producer
like per show, I got you.
per show.
Yeah.
We'll just steal the whole
Divvy it up.
value for value from No Agenda.
We'll tweak it our way. Watch.
Yeah.
Like it appears the same right now, I bet.
But we'll change it.
And Adam Curry does seem like the type that would come after us with like, you owe us some money for this.
No,
if we
he
actually
said
started making
that's what he
money.
wants everybody to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we'll tweak it though. It'll make it ours a little bit more customized. I bet.
Yeah. Once we sit down and have a meeting, and talk about how we want to do that.
Well, and if we ever happen to be in the same room as John C. Dvorak and Adam Curry, we'll buy him a beer or something. Oh, no, we'll buy him one of those butt plugs or whatever, those whiskeys.
Yeah,
The
and
whiskey
we'll pay the
pigs.
right price for it.
We'll pay the right price down in...
The white price.
No one knows what that's about. And it's probably better that way.
That video's still floating around somewhere.
Oh, man.
What'd
Yeah.
you say? The white way.
I said the white way.
Instead of
And I
the
said
right way.
And it was a joke on 420
on 420
about the cops.
About cops.
Right before I made the biggest drunken mistake probably of the month.
What is that called?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. But it's the Mexican yodel, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's
And
equivalent
I sound
to?
like Ozzy Osbourne, the beginning of Crazy Train.
I hope we're all celebrating 420 the white way.
The white way. What the fuck did that guy just say?
There's like 200 people, 300 people
Did you
in
just
this
hear
room.
what that dude just said? There's like
And it just
remember
went-
there was that band behind
The
us that were all
mariachi
dressed
band.
up like they were a renowned mariachi band, and I just come with that fucking tank of a joke.
And you can just hear the emergency brake going.
I just remember it was bad because I looked down at Brittany, and Brittany's just going.
All of us just went.
I was like, I was probably a little too drunk to try that out.
Yeah. The worst time to have
The white
a
way.
mouth queef.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
That was a bad mouth queef to have. The white way.
Did
And
you
like
hear that?
you hear silverware drop.
Did you just say white way?
It was so great.
then I go the way. I mean the right.
the
The
right
right way. And then continue the joke.
That was
terrible.
that was something you see.
I think I just immediately went straight to those margaritas after that and was like, just drowned.
that was at Taco
te-
Fest, right?
Drowned my tears of sorrow.
Was that Taco Fest?
I think so.
I think it was Taco Fest.
I don't think we'll ever get invited to that again either. You gonna poop? Just thinking about it.
No, it's just funny. So anyway, thank you, Becky, for
Thank you,
donating
Becky.
to the show the white way.
Executive producer. She's your boss now.
Yeah, she can fire me.
She's got the money.
She can fire me for saying the white way, or take me to HR and sit me down,
Yeah.
being like, y'all are
You're probably gonna get a
a
verbal.
little too out of control. You need to
You're probably gonna
settle
get an
down."
oral. I mean
Huh?
a verbal.
What?
Warning. An oral warning.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, actually it does.
Here, Matt, let me give you an oral warning.
I was thinking there would be an oral warning before the written warning. But you're just telling me I'm fired at this point.
It's a verbal warning, not an
not an
oral.
oral.
Here,
So I go to
Matt.
my HR department. I'm like, I don't think I got my oral warning, so they can't really fire me.
No, I'm firing you for saying oral warning. You can't use oral warning.
It's awesome.
So, yeah, as you're unzipping your pants, I didn't get my oral warning. Wow.
Yeah. I didn't get my
Oh,
oral.
so another fun thing
You're
that happened.
verbal?
You're
Is
verbal.
that what you're saying?
It's your verbal.
You're verbal? Yeah. I mean, same fucking shit.
Okay.
Whatever.
Jeez.
Maybe I meant oral. Yeah, dude.
You know how hard it was for me as a kid to talk about oral Hershiser? Without just thinking of some...
We got to find that card.
I think I've got one.
No, the one that they have.
Oh, yeah.
The-
the
Misfortune
Baseball.
of baseball cards.
baseball vandals.
Yeah,
Oh.
that.
So on Saturday night, another thing came to a head.
Another thing.
Yeah. And I guess there was a party at Lola's for this person. Maddie Parker became mayor of Fort Worth.
The mayor of Fort Worth.
We now have a mayor of this city that is younger than us.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of people that work at the city of Fort Worth that are younger than us.
Well, they were talking about how city council, a lot of the people that have replaced them are all millennials, and she's a millennial, and they're making a big deal about it, about how young blood is coming in there. But
About to be a blue city.
no, she's red.
Oh, shit. Well,
Deborah Peoples was blue,
forget what I just said.
but thank God she didn't get in there.
That was the one that had history with the A team.
Yeah, she
Okay.
used to be a
hole.
a VP at AT&T, and I've seen her totally turn
Demon.
departments against each other and employees against each other, and do some weird things. A lot of company mumbo jumbo is basically what it is. Like a lot of what these companies do to make sure you're efficient on your time and you are using resources efficiently and stuff in departments that you can't do that in.
So you think
And
the
I've seen
city
her
of Fort Worth made a
tear-
good decision?
Oh, yeah.
They dodged a bullet and they didn't even
She's-
know it.
She says she's a business person, but she has no history of business. Everything was spoon-fed to her at AT&T. She was one of those VPs that was just like, oh, yeah, you're going to be a VP over there. You're not going to be in here with all of us that do stuff, and we'll just kind of, we'll guide you on where you go and what you do.
Mm,
You're not going to have a voice.
no,
And then she was Democrat and tried to break up a union.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it totally does. So
I don't
anyway,
know, man.
I'm glad
So
she's
what
gone.
about the new one?
Maddie
She's,
Parker?
Maddie Parker.
Now, here's what I found interesting. And I want to ask you this question. Do more people listen to this podcast on a monthly basis, or do more people vote in the runoff for mayor of Fort Worth?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Was the turnout low?
Yeah. Less people turned out to vote for mayor than listen to this show on a monthly basis.
See, that's what's funny. The Democrats better not sleep on this. The whole Trump's out of the wicked witch of the west is gone out, because their complacency is going to end up being a lot of conservative government policies that are starting to be made and positions that are starting to be won.
I think the people
Guarantee
in Fort Worth just don't give a shit about the mayor. They don't give a shit about the mayor's race at all.
The citizens.
The citizens. The turnout for the whole election, a month ago.
You think it's going to be
with
red
everybody?
no matter what?
No, it'll slowly turn. It'll slowly turn, but it's still. I don't think the people in. First off, you have your major elections on a Saturday. All the other major elections across the country on Tuesdays. Why are these on a Saturday? I don't get it. Huh?
The runoffs?
No, the initial election,
I
the
have no
primary
idea,
election
man.
before it went to runoffs is on a Saturday also, which is stupid. I mean, you can early vote and all that, but it's still stupid to have do it on Tuesday like everything else. People have so much other shit going on. I got to go to fucking Lowe's and buy some mulch. I don't have time to go vote.
Yeah.
It's stupid,
weird.
but it's very, very weird. But I think the people in Fort Worth don't give a shit on a local level. I don't think anybody in any of these cities really care on a local level looking at turnout when that's where it matters.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have easily made some hot dogs and drove around and stuff, and I don't know. It's not the citizens' fault.
They could have, give them oral warnings.
Could have gotten oral warnings. Or at least vouchers for oral warnings.
I think it is the citizens' fault for not caring.
But the thing is, that falls on the politicians too, to get out there and fucking educate people and remind them, hey, you gotta fucking vote. You gotta fucking vote.
Did you not see all those fucking signs everywhere?
So I'm saying you gotta step it up even more.
Not have it on a Saturday.
Because
Jay
I guarantee
voted?
you there were some people that didn't even know it was going on and didn't even know that there was an election for a mayor last Saturday. You know what I mean?
So, whoa.
Whoa.
Jay Smith has her priorities more together than I do. She voted, got tacos, and went to Lowe's for mulch on Sunday.
That's
Or
how
on
you do it,
Saturday.
man. That's how you do it.
She got it all taken care of. See, I would have been derailed. Susie says early voting was open all week. But no one knows that. People don't pay attention and no one cares. I think that's just what it is. Everybody's wrapped up in their own life. And they only care about
Their non-real world.
Who's going to be president. And those are people that just don't even give a shit about them.
Yeah.
You think the president
and
cares
have
about
mental
you?
breakdowns because their person didn't win.
You think Joe Biden cares about you, Matt Stubbs, right now?
I know he doesn't. I know fucking none of them do.
There you go.
Abbott doesn't give a shit
Do
about
you think
me.
Abbott cares about
Fuck no, man. None of those politicians care about me.
you? Do you think any of your state representatives
That's the thing, though.
care about
but
you?
The thing is, I've always voted, but I've also, as soon as I was fucking tired on election night, fucking go to the TV and turn it off and go to bed and wake up the next day. I never was one that, like, I hate losing. And obviously, if I voted for someone, I wanted them to win. Like, I wanted Hillary to win. Voted for her, straight party Democrat ticket that year. But I wasn't fucking freaking out and crying in the middle of the street like a baby. I was like, all right, fucking win some, you lose some.
You didn't have to go to the chat and sit
But
outside
I'm also a
on the picnic
Cowboys
table
fan,
and cry.
so
You're used to being beat.
I'm used to being
and abused, and emotionally
abused by
person.
something, an organization and
Yeah.
stuff, a government.
But-
So anyway,
I mean, I we can't vote in Fort Worth because we don't live in Fort Worth proper. We're outside of Fort Worth. But I just don't care.
well,
I mean, I cared in this
you
one
care more
because
about the
of
policies,
Deborah
I think, is what you're saying.
Peoples. I didn't want her in there.
Like you
just
care
'cause of
more
what I
about
went
the
through.
policies, though.
But I
You
don't care about here
the,
in North Richland Hills. Oscar De La Hoya can have it as long as he wants.
Oscar De La Hoya is the mayor of North Richland Hills.
It was Oscar something. But I just call him Oscar De La Hoya because that's...
Oscar Mayer Wiener.
It could have been Oscar Mayer Wiener. Yeah, I don't know. I just found it odd that more people listened to the show than went out and voted in the runoff election.
Yeah, or at least we have more bots.
I thought we stopped paying the bots off. That was
I
like
don't
year
think-
1, year 2.
Did we really do that?
No. No, the only thing that was ever bought was that weird thing that Seth tried or did, and it fucked everything up. We had to start over. Whatever the hell that thing was. Let me see if this will work.
Yeah.
We broke the internet. We had to start all over. Have you seen all these pictures of the gators?
No.
You haven't?
What gators out in Trinity? Trinity.
Lake Worth,
Yeah.
Eagle Mountain.
The reservoir, the
Joe Pool.
wildlife reservoir. Yeah.
Yeah, 10, 12 footers just laying out. They've counted 25 so far around the...
Yeah.
Nature
and this
Center?
rain's only going to help it.
Yeah, because they're all getting displaced. Like snakes. I've seen snakes everywhere. Everywhere.
Well, the last year that I lived over there by Texas Billiards, there was a dude that came in with a picture of his son in a backyard in Keller with a big ass alligator like that long, man. And it was in their
Just
backyard, just holding it.
He was holding it up.
And they weren't even near a lake. Like there was a neighborhood lake, but it was like on the other end of the neighborhood, I think is what they said.
I showed you the bobcat I saw, right? Right by my office.
Yeah.
Just cruising around. Everything's displaced right now because of all this rain. But I think we're done. It seems like we are, or we're going to be. I'm trying to find you this picture real quick. I want you to see this.
This rained a lot.
A lot. And other places haven't gotten any. Look at this fat ass.
Is that out at
Yeah.
Lake Worth?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Who took this?
Some dude in a kayak.
Oh fuck.
What'd you do?
Man, I don't fucking like not having the home button.
I
It
love
makes
having
me
a
old
home
man.
run.
It makes me old man. I don't know how these things work. Now, I want to hold it and look at it closely.
The dude is gigantic.
That's a boy.
There's his alligator penis. And then there was this picture. Where at? Look, just out there. Sunbathing. Look how long that shit is.
I saw that one. Wonder how long it's going to be till someone puts some 5.56 in one.
You know that's illegal.
I know it's illegal, but you know Texas, and we got some dumbasses.
So, I got a good friend that
Cheers.
lives down in Houston who his girlfriend's cousin works for Texas Parks and Wildlife, and they regulate the alligators. And you know how they keep the population down?
Shoot them.
Nope.
Poison them.
Go to the nests and take the eggs.
That's got to be a dangerous job.
Yeah.
They do it with a drone?
They do it with an airboat, and they try to scare the mama alligator off the nest, and they pull up there real quick, jump off, run over, grab the alligator eggs, and jump back on before she realizes what's going on. Because most of the time, an alligator is going to go away from you. They're not going to come after you. They only come after you if they are super, super hungry or cornered. But all the ones I've seen out at like Eagle Mountain, they'll bolt.
Yeah.
They'll take off. I think in Florida it's a little different story. Those bastards will hang around. What are you freaking out about?
I don't know. Thought I heard some sparkage. Some
We're all good.
fucking Frankenstein's about to.
But I want to go out there and shoot some photos, not shoot them.
Man,
Everyone thinks I'm insane
yeah,
for wanting to do that.
Listen to this though. So I'm not gonna lie. If there was a big ass alligator like that in my backyard, there's a good chance I'm fucking mowing it down with some 5.56. I don't give a damn.
If you're in danger,
Yeah,
then
but I'm only gonna think I'm in danger. There's gonna be if there's an alligator in my backyard, I'm in some
it's castle
danger.
law, right?
I'm in some danger.
It's castle law.
Yeah. What if I was to go out there drunk and go pee pee off the porch like all white guys do?
What are you going to do? Give it an oral warning?
Wait, the alligator's giving you an oral warning, or
You're
you
giving
giving
an oral
to the
warning.
alligator?
To the alligator.
This sounds like a tricky and very dangerous
Situation. Yes.
that we would have on hand. Therefore, I think I'd probably pop it.
Be a nice set of boots, wallet, and belt.
Yeah, if you're gonna pay the fine and everything for it, like you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna pay a bunch of fines, probably over 10 grand, I imagine, because the discharge in the neighborhood, number one,
What's the fine?
for shooting an alligator
For
in your backyard
shooting-
with an assault not an assault rifle,
Well, this
not
has
an
come
assault
up.
rifle.
$100,000.
Whoops.
And East Texas man
Whoopsie.
faces up to a year in prison
Yeah.
or a fine up to $100,000 for the off-season shooting of an 800-pound
So you're getting
alligator
the skins.
while canoeing in a public area.
You're getting some boots at that point.
Yeah,
If I pay that type
Yeah.
of fucking fine,
yeah. You know, I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption lately
oh man, I missed that game.
because I need to finish 2.
Yeah.
So I'll just chill out and I'll go out west. I'll pretend like I'm a cowboy.
Have you watched Godless?
No.
I watched that a couple of weeks ago, and got me back into, man, I never got to finish
Red Dead
Red Dead.
Redemption 2. Man, he makes skinning an alligator look really easy.
He makes skinning anything look really
Easy, yeah. Field dressing a deer looks really easy.
The way he shaves is amazingly easy too.
Easy. Is it illegal to kill an alligator in Texas? Oh, I lie. No, person may hunt an alligator in the state unless that person is in possession of a. Wait, no person may hunt an alligator in the state
I was
unless
gonna
that
say,
person
yeah.
is in possession of a valid hunting license.
Yeah.
How much is an alligator hunting license?
Oh man, that's got to be more than $1,000.
Unauthorized alligator hunting is a third-degree felony, punishable up to 5 years in prison and $5,000 in fines.
So you could do hard time for that.
They're going to take your guns because you now have a felony.
They're gonna take your cash.
You can't fish ever again. Your kids will never be able to see you again. 3rd-degree felony, right?
For a couple of years, maybe.
For at least a few years. You can't vote. So Maddie Parker won't get your vote now. Huh.
So I'm just gonna state the obvious real quick here. Would you?
Would you? Is that what you said?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Would you have her orally fine you? Or what is it?
Get an oral warning?
Give you an oral warning?
Sir, that is the leader of our great community. If you want to make jokes
Did you know
about our municipalities, Dustin, you leave my name out of it.
you can't have
especially
alligator boots?
when you repeat the phrase oral warning.
Did you know that?
What?
Under the
They're illegal
Endangered
now?
Species Act, it is illegal to bring into the United States many products made from the skin of alligators, crocodiles, or caimans.
Yeah. No mas. What about sharks? Can you get shark boots?
Shark boots. You'd look fancy. Especially if you had those ones with a long nose that curled up.
Yeah.
The Mexican ski ones. What do they call those boots? I forgot what they are.
I don't know. Let's tread lightly on it, though.
Why? They're rad.
They are rad.
But they call, like, I've seen people slang call them the Mexican ski boots.
I've seen...
I can't think of what they're called. They're a party boot.
I know what you're talking about. They put them on and go to dances.
Shit. Anybody in the chat room know what they're called?
I know what you're talking about, man.
What animal in Texas can kill an alligator? Snapping turtles, bobcats, panthers, black bears.
Man, a snapping turtle can kill an alligator? Slit that throat with that beak?
Yep.
Yeah, those snapping turtles are bad motherfuckers sometime, man.
I got a little turtle.
You got a little turtle? Little turtle? I got a little turtle.
Texas man guilty of killing an American alligator. Man, it seems like a lot of people are killing these things.
Should we just start an alligator segment every week?
How do we get an alligator hunting license?
Dude, you probably have to go to school or something, like be a zoologist.
You don't have to go to school for anything in Texas. I can now carry a gun around
Sure.
outside and I don't have to do anything about it.
You probably have to take a course or something to have a gun.
How much is an alligator tag in Texas? Within 72 hours,
Oh,
a
they
person
give you
shall complete
tags.
an alligator high tag report. It's a $21 tag fee.
So can you not kill the alligator, then go get your license and your tag? Or does this have to be done beforehand? Because I'm still thinking that if there's a grown-ass alligator
most
in
animals you
my
have to do it
backyard...
beforehand.
I'm sorry?
Most animals you have to do it before.
okay.
Beforehand. You have to get the tag beforehand.
Okay. I
You gotta have it.
thought you were giving me a oral warning there. It sounded like you said anal
No,
when you said animals.
animals.
Thought I was getting an oral warning.
I don't know if I'd want to hunt an alligator.
So, I got a question.
That would be. What do you shoot an alligator with? A 22 will bounce off of it. You can't walk up and assassinate it.
No, you'd
like
have to have a big freaking
like I'm a
50
Clinton.
caliber.
Yeah, I'm not a Clinton intern walking up to behind its head and
Ooh, nicely played.
like that.
So many people going, huh?
Uh-huh.
You want to make it a challenge?
That
I think this is a new segment, by the way. I think we finally have come up with our first segment outside of Shoot the Shit.
that we go shoot.
Alligators. We have alligator talk every week.
Just talk about the alligator.
Yeah, because I hate them. I want to draw attention to them so we can shoot them. We
I
can
didn't
shoot them
realize-
dead.
I didn't. You know, you go to the zoo and you see
I'll
alligators.
kill the babies.
and you see crocodiles. You know,
Yeah.
I've never realized how big a crocodile was till in Africa. Those things are. It's as long as the fucking deck out here.
Did you see that picture that was going around
is
like last
huge.
week of that shark, that big ass shark that they got some drone footage, or no, it was a cell phone, wasn't
Cell
it?
phone.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
thing was like they said it was over 33 feet long.
Now let's go down the path of something I'm really intrigued by. the giant squid. Did you see the one they found off the coast of Japan?
Oh man, those always freak me out.
Yeah, one came
Yeah.
up.
That's why I don't like
they
swimming
rarely
sometimes.
come up.
Because of that stuff.
They rarely come up from the deep, but this one came up, and it's every bit as long as the boat that's beside it.
Golly. A new one?
Freaking
Like
huge.
not the one that was all mutilated.
No,
and
this is a
jacked up?
new one.
So
Because they normally come up when they're about to die.
I watched this show the other day about the Bermuda Triangle on National Geographic. You watch that one yet? Where they drain it?
Is it on
Drain
Disney?
Yeah, it's on Disney. Drain the Bermuda Triangle.
How do they drain it?
They just do. They don't. Well, I don't know, man.
It's
That's
a
good
giant.
question.
It's like 500
Gotta have a lot of pumps.
square miles.
You have to have a lot of
ocean.
pumps for sure. A lot of pumps.
I'm confused.
It's a show, man.
But they really drained it?
They drain the sea for the Titanic too. You can go and it's just a show. So you have to use your imagination.
Oh, okay. It's not literal draining.
No, they don't really go in and try to drain. Was it 250,000 square miles of ocean?
Yeah.
That'd be a tough job.
It's like, where?
It's
No
your
wonder.
first job out of college. What do you got to do? What are you going into? Drain?
I'm gonna,
What do you mean drain? What
gonna
kind of
drain
profession
the
is
Bermuda
that?
Triangle?
I'm going to be drinking water and spitting it out in a tub for the eternity.
Well, what pisses me off, have no scientists factored in that that's why the oceans are rising? Because you're draining an area and it's causing it to go up.
investigate
And
things.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
you're
can't do that,
displacing
dude.
water
Yeah,
and it causes
neat.
the oceans
you
to
wanna
rise.
see the Titanic and
Yeah.
shit. Well, meanwhile, you're making the water rise.
Would you? Oh, finish this, then I have a would you. Then I have a would you.
What was my thought?
You're the Bermuda Triangle. Is it badass?
Oh no, there's parts. Okay, so they all have these different theories, right? Of what is causing these plane wrecks and shipwrecks, right?
Yeah. It
Well,
always creeped me out as a kid.
Oh yeah. Well, one of them is this big ass freaking underwater cave that goes straight down and then bubbles out like 250 yards and expands and keeps expanding to like 1,000 yards wide and then comes back in and goes down. And they think the way that these
creeps me
holes,
out.
it's called I forgot what it's called. It's like Pat's green hole or something or the dark holes or something. Something like that.
Like I saw that one night drunk. Hey, Pat, let me see your green hole.
Yeah, it's that. Well, the thing that's messed up is in the show, the dude died. These guys dive down in it. And you're like, and they're talking about how one guy just set a record and went down like some ridiculous amount. And I'm like, there is no way I would do that by myself. I wouldn't do it. Period. Much less go dive down farther than anyone has before in an underwater cave.
There's those guys that
Oh, but what I was going to say is they think that the way that the water is underneath these caves and stuff causes whirlpools like crazy, and that's what takes the ships out. That's one of the theories.
interesting.
But go ahead, man.
But how does it suck the airplanes out of the sky?
The airplanes, it's two different issues. That's the thing. It's two different
It just
things.
happens to happen in the same
When you watch the
geographical location.
Right. When you watch the show, my takeaway was it's a combination of all three of these things happening in one area is what it is. It's a very crazy ass underwater terrain. That's one of the main things is that. And that just wreaks havoc on all kinds of like currents and
Well,
rain
I've always
and,
been
and storms
told
and
it's
everything.
The storm systems through there are kind of like what happened here in Texas and the plains, the Central Plains, is that there's nothing there. And the way the weather systems collide in the middle of our country is what causes, a bunch of these massive
It's kind of
thunderstorms
I think
and tornadoes.
That's kind of what it is.
And that's what I've always heard happens out there is it's
Mhm.
where African air and air from
Yeah, you got
Europe,
like 4 different directions of air
all
coming
come.
on into one place.
and it causes all sorts of crazy storm systems through there.
Yeah, that's why those hurricanes spin off down there and get all fired up and full of steroids.
I mean,
When they
most
go
of them
through that
start
area.
right through there, and as they're coming across,
It's a
they
cool
pick up.
documentary. Very cool. I like those too, man.
I've checked that out.
Yeah, they do all kinds of wreckage and stuff, and then they tell you they basically go into theories of what happened to the boat and or what happened to the planes and stuff. And it was funny. They took this one guy. So they go get this one dude because they found something about, I think, 60 miles off the Atlantic, out in the Atlantic, right? And they found a wreckage of a plane, but they didn't know if it was the plane that they were looking for that just vanished. Because that's the thing, is there's these crafts and boats, aircrafts and boats that have just completely vanished, and there's been no clues. So they think they found one of them. They're like, this has to be this, because it's one of those amphibious planes that can land on the ocean, I guess. Or is that amphibious, right?
Yeah.
It
The
can
pontoons.
Yeah. So that's the type of plane that it was, and they thought they could recognize one little thing or something, and like, okay, we need to take this to a specialist because there's no way we're going to be able to determine what kind of plane this is. So they got this guy. He's been into aviation. He's been a pilot for like 40 years or something, and now that's all he does is study military aviation. It's like my grandpa did it a lot. He was heavy into studying aviation after he got out of the Air Force and everything. So they bring this guy in, sit him down, take the robots, or show him the footage of all the submarines and what they used to their dive and everything down there. And dude, he like immediately like just looks at the wheel and says, "Well, that pretty much narrows it down to two types of aircrafts." And then they go for a little bit. It's like, that is absolutely not the plane that just disappeared that you're looking for. Sorry. Like he could identify the damn thing after since the 40s, plane wreckage since the 40s, just like that, man, just like that. Like it took. You could tell it was no big deal, and he was 100% sure immediately. He was like, "No question about it. That is not the plane that you're thinking it is." And it was funny because he said when he saw the tires, when he said, "There's only two planes that it could be," and then he looked at one more thing and was like, "That's not it." It's crazy. Bet you that'd be a cool gig.
Way cool gig. So when I'm at work, I'll turn on randomly, like I have my iPad set up and I'll be like, YouTube, show me some documentaries about something, you know.
Yeah, I do want to go to
kind of
sleep.
go through there. And there's
Just
one
when I go
about
to work.
one of the biggest blue hole right off the coast of Portugal, I think.
That might be what it's called, the blue holes.
But this is way over there. And it has killed the most divers and free divers.
They've had a lot of deaths at that place that I was telling you about.
And the way, like, they were showing, divers will get disoriented down there because the
current will.
It's dark. First off, once you get down, around 100 feet, you're down there and you see this arch and you'll see some light coming through it and you think you can swim to it, and your depth perception gets thrown off that deep and in the water, and you think you're only like 10, 15 foot from it, when in actuality you're 150 yards from it. So they'll be diving, run out of oxygen, die.
Yeah.
Or they'll try to swim underneath it, run out of oxygen, die. And you've got to they get this team, these guys that are military trained deep divers that gradually work their way down and work their way back up so they don't get the bends. And they go down and try to swim down there, and they do measurements and everything. They're like, yeah, this is exactly what causes it. Is people get down here, they get disoriented, they start realizing that their oxygen levels are low.
Yeah.
And they try to figure out. And what's creepy is they go all the way down to the bottom of this blue hole, down to the base, and there are divers down there. Bodies. And like they find the remains of like a skeleton where it looks like he was trying to take his
gear off,
his weights and his gear off to get himself back up. And like he's in the process of taking half his shit off so he could take back up. Dude, it was really, really creepy. And I was like, damn.
That's like Mount Everest.
Yeah, all the dead bodies up there.
That's got to be.
You're hiking on top of bodies now.
Scary.
So my would ya is, you see this thing with who's the dude that filmed the Titanic in Avatar? What's that guy's
Cameron,
name?
Kirk, not Kirk Cameron, Cameron something.
Not Diaz, Cameron. Yeah, James Cameron.
James Cameron, yeah. That's it.
Would you do his little, what he's spending all his money on
That
now?
escalated quickly. Would you do his little pecker?
His little trips he's doing now?
No
Spending all his money on?
way.
It's like, you know what? I need to go see the bottom of the
No way.
Mariana Trench.
I'm fucking can't wait, though, for the footage.
I love watching deep sea footage where you have those fucking
Crazy-ass
weird
fish. Man, yeah, dude.
That alien squid thing with the head where the things just hang down and it just kind of hovers and follows you around or follows
like
them
casts
around
its own bait.
is weird, dude. That thing is not of this world.
None of the stuff down there is,
No.
man.
That stuff is freaky, but
Yeah, you can watch that stuff a little too high sometimes or on some mushrooms and be like, what the fuck? I'm never swimming again.
no, there's some shit down there that is creepy.
That's the only shit that's caught on those cameras, too. Like, imagine all the shit that's down. Like,
yeah.
okay, so there hasn't been that many times that people have gone down that far, right, with these crafts and cameras. So
Not to the
you'd have
bottom
to-
of the trench.
not to where they've discovered nearly anything down there. There's like so much shit down there. We have no idea what it is.
Dude, I'd freak
That's one of the theories too.
out.
Is that those holes in the Bermuda Triangle, those caves and stuff. The folklore and like the people from there, the natives there, think that it's like a surlac. Straight up whirlpools are it's the surlac that's like freaking snoring, and it's inhaling and exhaling, and the divers and stuff,
It's a
people that
giant
died
monster?
because they got sucked down with them snoring. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Imagine if that was true.
Yeah. Well, you see all these weird things. Like, you watch those deep sea videos, and you see, like, those ones I said, those alien head squid things that just kind of follow them around and look at them
Yeah.
and stuff. And you're down that deep, and then something big hits your submarine, and you lose pressure, you're gone. You
No,
just
you're instantly
implode.
yeah,
Yeah, you're crushed.
you're just a bubble, a
Yeah.
bloody bubble.
I don't even think blood would make it up.
Probably wouldn't.
It would all dissipate before it made the surface. They'd just start pulling on the little cord, and they'd come up and be frayed off like in Jaws, and they'd be like, "What the hell? Where's the rest of the craft?"
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Is he gonna try to do it himself, or is he sending people?
He does
down?
it all the time.
He's making a movie, isn't he?
I don't
think
know if
there's-
he's making a movie,
I'm
but
pretty sure he's filming this thing.
he probably is. I mean, he's a film junkie anyway, but he's down there all the time. You can go watch footage on YouTube of them finding
How far
all this
down is that?
weird
It's like
shit.
freaking.
And Jay Smith said it's
Over-
also World Oceans Day today.
What is it like? Over 7 miles down, in some parts of that.
7 miles. It is the deepest oceanic trench on Earth. It's crescent shaped, measures about 2,550 kilometers in length, 69 kilometers in width.
That's bananas.
36,037 feet deep. 6.825 miles.
God. Man.
And what's bad is it's over there.
And that's where Death Clock recorded their
They did.
last album.
Well, they tried to
They tried to.
a few times and they hit delete. But that's over there, close to Japan. It's on right there at the edge of a tectonic plate. What if you're down in there and all of a sudden just
Gojira comes up.
an earthquake happens or some
There's
shit?
a ton of things that could go wrong, man.
100.
Yeah, there's like you could sneeze. and
Okay.
fucking throw something off.
Which would you rather do? Space,
I'd rather get the oral warning.
Mariana Trench, or space?
Or oral warning.
No
oh,
oral.
space. Space.
So many things that go wrong with that too.
I know, but I'm going with space.
I'm going with space too.
Yeah. I don't like the thought of being in a dark, cold
That's what space
clam
is.
wallet.
At least in space, okay, in the Mariana Trench, you'll implode. In space, if your suit breaks or your ship breaks, you'll probably explode and just go every which direction.
But your last vision, wouldn't you rather have that as space? I would rather have space.
Then a fucking alien squid looking at me and
Right.
laughing.
About to chew my head off.
And knowing that some glow-in-the-dark fish with
I thought it was
giant
Miller Lite.
crazy
I was
teeth.
like trying to go for the Miller Lite, and that fish would have got me. Just
yeah, with this little glowing Miller Lite can on the end
Miller
of it.
Lite can.
Oh, look, I have something to drink.
Man, I got a beer down here. Fuck.
There's on Reddit, there's the Lassophobia group, that people that are scared of open water ocean, and I love watching the videos.
I have a little
on
bit
that.
of it.
There's times I've panicked. There's been times I've been in the ocean where I've completely panicked.
I don't like when cruise ships put that freaking, when you walk by, or your TV will even do it, where it shows you the depth, and they try to put it to scale with the boat. And you're like, that's where we're at?
3 Empire State Buildings
Yeah.
can fit underneath us. You're like, ooh.
There is absolutely 0% chance that we would be saved if our boat started to stink sink right here. Please don't make it stink. That's what we should do as a Jerry Jonestown Massacre cruise
Then
over the Marianas Trench and just
Did I ever
fucking
s-
dominate.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
dominate.
Crack some dynamite down in the hole.
Just throw it down
think
there.
this is
Some
how we're going
mines.
out.
Did have I ever showed you that group that I follow? Those Russian fishermen that do deep sea fishing and pull out all sorts of weird shit that looks like it will eat your soul.
I've seen it. I've seen those.
Those guys are insane, and the stuff they're pulling out isn't of this world. It looks like they were. It
I
was
wonder
all
what
made
the
in
ocean
labs.
over there towards Fukushima, or where they did the
where the radioactive
yeah.
boars are. I want to go radioactive
I
boar
wonder what
hunting.
the fish is like down there.
3-eyed like the Simpsons.
I don't know, man.
They could be where they're
they
catching
could have
shit.
penis fish out there. Like just got penises attached to their top of their head.
You give them oral warnings.
They get oral warnings all the time. Just big old dongs on their top of their fish heads. Like, bloop, 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 I got a penis on my head.
All right.
That'd be a crazy. Would you get that fish mounted?
Yeah,
I would have to.
I would
Like,
have to.
man, I'm sorry.
we have dildos
gotta
in
get a-
here.
Not put it in the house.
I'm gonna 3D
A dick
print.
fish.
I'm getting into this 3D printing. I'm doing all this research and
I'm
stuff.
gonna do a dick fish.
I'm gonna draw up a penis fish,
I think you should.
and I'm gonna put it on a
Put it
mount.
on. Oh, that's the fish I caught in Fukushima.
Yeah,
What?
we went to Fukushima and
Yeah,
caught
I
that
caught
fish.
that.
I'll put it by the bat
Yeah. I caught this in Lake Arlington. Son of a bitch, man.
over
I
there
knew there
by
was
the
something
power
weird
plant.
about those power plants. I once got a blowjob from a hooker out there off of Rosedale on that other side.
Oh damn. Rob Zombie, you hear what he's doing? I'm kind of pissed about this.
I think. Tell me what it is, because I have heard something about him.
He's directing a version of the Munsters.
No, and that sounds amazing, but I hope he doesn't.
Does it? Is it going to be a slasher film or is it going to be funny?
I'm trying to think of who I would rather do it than him.
Tim Burton. Be a
I don't
fun
think-
Munsters.
Tim Burton, yeah, I could see that one for sure. How about John Favreau?
No, I can't.
gotta focus on one
He's got to
project.
focus on
I agree.
greatness.
Good call, man.
Yeah, I
Good
don't want
call.
his. I don't want him distracted
You
right
need
now.
to stay what you're doing.
Yeah, you're making gold.
Yeah.
You're
So-
fixing to get on top
so
of more
Is
gold.
he friends with
Dave
Kevin,
Filoni.
Kevin Smith and all those guys?
I think so.
So, if you got to become friends, which I still have a movie that I need to throw at him that I think
Yeah.
he was the only one that could do it, and I would be a cajillionaire.
Okay.
So, you're hanging out with him, and John Favreau shows up and is like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Y'all going to Yellow Rose or anything like that?" Da da da. Would you be like, "Whoa, you need to turn your little happy ass around and go right back to that
Yeah.
Mandalorian studio right now, dude? You're not going
You got
anywhere with
Mandalorian?
us."
You and Dave Filoni need to work on Mandalorian and
That's it.
Book of Fett. That's what
Yeah.
we're working on.
And then they would turn around and start going and be like, hey, you know what, though, Mr. Favreau, I got this idea I've been wanting to pitch. You'd be like, and don't listen to him either.
Shut up.
Don't fucking listen to that asshole. Whatever Matt says that comes out of his mouth, don't listen to it. You go do Mandalorian.
And then I'd piss him off and go, was your time on Felicity fun? That wasn't me.
And then we'd
You
get fired.
dipshit.
And we'd ask for a oral warning. Say, well, but we didn't get an oral warning.
I want to be...
You want to get an oral warning?
No, I want to be...
I can't wait to say that somewhere. I never got an oral warning.
Trying to think of... Okay, so there's this... I don't know which episode it is of Mandalorian Season 2. But there's a whole bunch of stormtroopers there. And supposedly there weren't enough costumes in the Lucasfilm archives
Supply them all?
to supply them all. So they called in members of the 501st to come act.
Oh, really?
All the cosplayers to come act in those scenes.
This isn't fake news.
Not fake news.
Man, at least yeah, man, that's crazy.
If we had stormtrooper armor, we could have been in that. Like all the slow row guys. Did you ever see them running around?
Yeah, vaguely remember that.
They would show up at places, jump out of a van, all dressed as stormtroopers, and run around. And then they jump back in, but they had to sit all weird because you can't move
Yeah,
in
you can't
stormtrooper
move.
armor.
Yeah.
Oh, those were the good old days when music was fun. But I don't know. Rob Zombie, he's casting his dumb wife, of course.
Yes, she.
I'm tired of that. She's going to be Lily Munster.
Of course. I don't know. So who else would you have do it besides Rob Zombie though? You got Lynch.
I'd have all
said,
all of Hollywood do it before Rob Zombie.
I don't think all of Hollywood. I could still see him doing it. It's just where's the comedy going to be?
Is it going to be a slasher film?
No, it's
like
gotta
all
be a
his other
comedy.
shit, like the Devil's Rejects and all that crap. Is it going to be another Munsters version of the Devil's Rejects?
Yeah, which is just a version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, which has been seen a million times and is no fun. I didn't like any of those movies.
I don't know why you're hating on Rob Zombie's film.
How about
now.
make fucking music?
Get back over there to the Mandalorian set.
Not
Start
Rob
making some
Zombie.
music.
No, I just want you to make music. Stop making films. Is he
Dear
gonna?
to the
Hey,
witches.
there you go.
Dig through the ditches.
The Munsters vehicle, is it going to be the same?
It's great. Yeah, it's got to be.
He's going to change it up. It's going to be like the Batmobile. See, Tim Burton did fuck that up.
All right, so I don't know, man.
There's a lot of people that
I
have
agree.
direct the Munsters over. But why a Munsters movie? What do you do? When Grandpa gets lost and we got to go find him? It'll probably be some bullshit. The Munsters modern day, and they got to go to fucking Walmart or some bullshit. And that's where your comedy ensues.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see him pretty soon, and we can ask him or his wife.
He's not going to be in it. Just his wife is.
Well, still, if he's going to know what's going on in it, though. If we see him, we can ask him.
Susie has a crush on Rob Zombie.
I think every woman has a crush on Rob Zombie
Do they? Why?
because he smells like patchouli. Smells earthy. Don't you like a man that smells earthy, Dustin? I better shut the fuck up.
I love a man that smells earthy. And last, did you watch the fight on Sunday?
No.
Did you watch any of that shit?
No. Well, yeah, I saw the. It's just stuff leading up to it.
Show me
like
the
was
highlights.
Oh, I don't have the highlight. I didn't.
Give me
I
the
didn't-
highlights.
I didn't see him.
I want the highlights.
I don't even know who won.
Give me the highlights.
And then I heard no one won because it's an exhibition.
Well, technically, no one wins. It doesn't go. It's not sanctioned, so it doesn't go on their cards. But I think Mayweather beat shit out of him, right? I mean, they went the full
I've not seen it.
length, but Mayweather ended up winning.
I haven't seen one bit of it, man.
I heard it
I was
boring.
Yeah. I think these have kind of run the course now. I think they're going to start reeling in the whole anybody trying to keep like they're trying to. I don't know. They're pissing off boxing people and MMA guys. Like they're really pissing off people.
Well,
'Cause
it's funny after every one of these fights, they're like,
It's being disrespectful to a
Come on,
sport
Paul.
sometimes.
"Come on, Paul, come fight me. Come fight me."
Because there's so much money.
Yeah, But they're also like they want to beat the shit out of him, so he'll shut the fuck up.
Isn't it just a matter of time before both of those guys, the brothers, because they're brothers, right? Logan and Jake Paul.
Are they?
I think. Pretty sure they're brothers. I'm pretty sure the guy that fought is
I thought they were
Jake
the same
Paul's
person.
brother. And Jake, are they?
Yeah, one the ultra Pokemon
Logan-
collector that was on YouTube forever
Wait,
and got in
who
trouble
just
for
fought-
going to the Japanese forest.
Who just fought? Had a fight a couple of months ago though. That was Jake, right? Well, it wasn't Logan. Logan just had them.
Oh yeah, it was Jake Paul. Yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
yeah,
they're
yeah.
two different people, man.
Yeah, but they're both YouTubers. That's where they
Yeah,
both
they're
came
YouTubers.
from.
Right.
They collected Pokemon and went to the Japanese forest.
Guarantee
Because one of them got in
they
trouble with
are
Japanese forest.
loaded
Oh yeah,
with money because
they were
one
the
of
ones that made the
started-
first.
Yeah,
They're like the first billionaires
YouTube.
off YouTube.
yeah. Man,
So they're just sitting around fighting, like John Favreau on Friends.
yeah. I mean, they got all that money. They can train.
He was rich on Friends, and
Like, think about it. If they want to spend 24/7 training for fights right now, they have the money to do it.
yeah.
So I guess that's their thing. They're going to do it and make a bunch of money because they know it's kind of genius.
How about fight
It's just
someone good?
disrespectful, I think, sometimes. It's like it seems like sometimes they're going out of their way to be disrespectful for the shock value. If they would just leave that part out,
You know,
but it is all kind of silly. I don't know.
what was good was watching old. Oh, I got something I got to tell you. I got a confession I had to make.
Confession.
But on Hell's Kitchen, Mike Tyson came on there and
He
didn't
did?
get his food.
Really
Yeah, they
bad service.
bad
Must have gone to
service.
Nickel. What's it called? Wooden Nickel or whatever
Nickel
it
City.
is. Nickel City. No, Wooden Nickel's a delicious place in East Texas to eat.
Yeah. So, confession. Last night,
Confession.
I'm working on some stuff in the
I started Yellowstone.
living room. Yellowstone's good. Yellowstone's pretty damn good. I need to watch it again. How'd you like Benny's on it from Dazed and Confused?
That's him?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, that's Benny.
Wow.
The main ranch hand?
hmm
Yeah.
Damn.
I watched the first few episodes going, man, that guy, I know him and he sounds familiar. I know him. And you're like, well, shit, it's Benny. Anyway, it all goes back to Dazed and Confused. Everything does. That's the 6 degrees of Dazed and Confused. So last night I'm in the living room working on something and the news is on and I've just got the TV on. You know, the news comes on, then Entertainment Tonight comes on, and then The Bachelorette comes on.
Entertainment Tonight still on?
Yeah, they still have it.
They used to be PM Magazine,
They do
right?
them at 6:30 now. And then The Bachelorette came on. I've never seen an episode. I've never seen any of this shit. And this was the first night
So you're
where
hooked now.
well, first off, she's standing out in front of this mansion place where they're having it this season. And I keep waiting for Chris Hansen to come in or whatever his name is. Chris. It's not Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen's the you want to lick it off me. What's his name? Chris Harrison.
The dude that was in what's it called too?
What was he? What? The dude?
Son of Sam. And isn't he one of the reporters in Son of Sam?
Chris Harrison?
I thought.
Or was it Chris Hansen?
Henson.
No, Chris Harrison is the one that was on The Bachelor and Bachelorette.
I'm talking about the Would You Lick It Off Me?
Yeah, that's Chris Hansen.
And he was on Son of Sam.
Yeah, he was on Sons of Sam.
The dude you're talking about is the one that just got fired.
Yeah, he got fired.
Yeah.
So ABC thought it was a good idea to replace one male with 2 females. Because I guess they thought it took 2 females to take one male's place.
Ooh, burn.
I didn't think that went through. But then it's 2 former bachelorettes. They're not
No.
even like real hosts. They're up there just
They're not
goofing
real
off with
hosts.
the other bachelorette. So that was weird to begin with. It's all strange. But then like I said, I've never seen one of these episodes. Do they always stand out in front of the house and everybody pulls up in their limos or whatever?
Yeah.
And they meet them?
Mhm.
Because I know you have a long history with The Bachelor and Bachelorette.
I've watched a few seasons.
Is that always how it works? And do people always show up with bits?
Like the first season or so, it was kind of, they tried to act kind of cool and stuff. Like one would do a spin and, I don't know, squirt some Banaka in his mouth and then be like, want a kiss or something, try to be funny. And then it would end up being kind of creepy and make everyone awkward.
A guy showed up with a fish and handed it to her and goes, here.
Hit her with it?
No, he handed it to her and was like, here, I'm giving this to you because I'm quite a catch.
I would have hit her upside the head and said, feel this fish, bitch. And then silently just kind of turned around and walked off the set.
You don't even go in the house.
Yeah.
You just go, I'm saving you a rose, bitch. And you walk off.
Slap her upside the head with the fish.
Then a guy shows up in a cat suit.
Okay. Like a Furby?
Like,
Because he heard she liked cats.
boom.
What a
And she
dumbass
was
dude.
instantly in love with him.
These are the type of dudes that all my exes
Oh,
date.
I'm in love with this guy. He's so funny. And he likes cats. So obviously he knows I'm a cat lady and I love my cat. So I'm going to give him a rose right off the bat.
That's exactly what it is. They just went out and found, like, fucking... Let's find...
Let's
all
go to
of
the
Ma-
mall and find
all
20
of Matt's
guys.
ex's new love affairs. Like, let's look all them up. And
How
those are the type
does
of
this
guys they
show
are.
stay on the air?
I don't know. Girls are into that stuff, man. I'm into it. Once they start playing the big dick thing, like it's cool to
You're
watch.
into big dicks.
No, the ego, the
Oh.
male ego is fun to watch because it's so, when you're not involved in it, you're not involved in it, and it's just
Yeah.
you can distance yourself a little bit. I mean, we're getting older to where it's not a big dick contest. Anytime we smell vagina, we're like a bunch of pack of wolves, and all of a sudden just trying to outdo each other and try to win the She-Ra. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're past that part of our life, and it's entertaining to seeing these idiots do it. You're like, God, that's
That
so
was
stupid.
funny because all of them are sitting in the, like a bunch of them get there and they're all standing in the same room. They're all looking out the window of other guys that pull up.
Yeah,
And then
they're all
like-
sizing them up.
Is that guy in a cat suit? What kind of
Yeah,
moron shows up here in a cat suit?
yeah,
Oh, she's gonna love him because I bet she loves cats. Oh my God, look at him.
yeah.
Oh, they're hugging and rubbing on each other and like it's. They immediately and then he
Yeah.
comes walking in a cat suit.
And he's
All these
all
guys are
smiling,
all
Decked
all
out
these-
in suits.
They're all decked out in suits, and then
Yeah.
he's like, "So, hey guys, I thought this was a costume party,"
Yeah.
and they're all just judging him like,
No,
"You
they've had
dipshit."
seasons where they've
Like
had like a bunch
cat.
of dudes that are all like fucking like all had that Hitler cut that was going around for a while where everybody wore Hitlers, right?
Yeah,
And
your promo photos.
yeah, and dressed up like they were all dressed the same, all talking the same and everything. And this fucking surfer bro comes in with long hair, and she likes him. Like
Yeah.
he goes for a while and it frustrates all those bros the whole time. That's fun to watch too. And then on the women's side, when they flip it, when the women are the shit they do, like the fucking
I
like
see
games
things.
they play.
I see
You're
things
like, oh
like
my gosh,
on like Entertainment Tonight and stuff when they get into cat fights and stuff.
it's amazing.
Who cares? None of these relationships last if you've met on a TV show.
I have no idea what the
You
percentage
can't-
is.
Jump out of a car. You can't jump out of a car and instantly go, "I'm in love with him."
You know what I would do? I would roll up, like have the door slowly open. Actually, I'd come out the top like a shot.
I love
just-
Top Gun.
I'd nail the Top Gun, like the beginning of Top Gun, and just like,
You totally Kenny Loggins it.
be like, did you hear that? I can slay on the guitar. Let's do this. And then I'd go to
I would jump out.
and she'd be like,
I'd walk up. No, I'd walk up to her, and I'd just start playing that Buck Cherry. Oh, she's a crazy bitch. You know,
they're gonna do the cocaine song. You know they're playing at the rail pretty soon.
Buck Cherry is. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
I'll go if you go.
I'm not going to see Buck
Last
Cherry.
Buck Cherry show I went to, I got thrown out.
So they're done with the fair circuit, and now they're at the small
The
club
county
circuit.
fairs.
Yeah, they're
Well, I
done with
guess
the
we're not
county
going to get an
fair
interview
circuits.
with any of those guys.
I don't give a shit.
I had something to say.
I'll take them to Nickel City.
Drop them off. It's the greatest bar ever, man.
Here's a bar. Go drink some whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a crazy bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. No. But, yeah, I got derailed. I had something to say, but we got thrown off by Buck Cherry.
Buck Cherry. My neighbor across the street came home
Uh-oh.
the other day.
Kicked the dildo under the couch, and it wasn't a dildo. Ouch!
Huh? I don't know.
You heard about the blind lady that had a hole in her floor, and she'd put a dildo in there. And every time, like, her husband would leave, she would get on it. Well, these perverts, these peeping toms saw this and went and put their dongs up in it, and all of a sudden a car came, and she kicked it under the couch.
Like Porky's?
Like Porky's.
Oh, my God.
There's no one in the chat room.
Well, RoboTuner took
we're
our...
off. We're offline tonight, right? Like the other night.
Yeah, RoboTuner stole our Morning Ladies joke.
Oh no! When?
His last show. Just the other day.
All right, I guess if you want to start stealing our jokes too, our spiels, our ideas, our intellectual property, China.
His ass needs to come over here and record some bass. Or else I'm going to just do it. I want to hear these songs with low end.
Me too. All right.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I think we've had enough.
Enough
Gotta
enough
go get-
caffeine. Everybody be good. Have a good week.
Try not
I
to
will be
get,
out and about. I will sign your check to me for $4 million if I see you.
Are you taking autographs this weekend while you're out and about?
I will take some autographs.
Is this an
First
autograph
100
weekend
people?
for you?
First 100 people, I will be signing autographs.
Friday
backstage.
night at... Okay, so Thursday night, we got Brian's show at Mass.
Yes.
Uh,
Everybody needs to go
Eddie
there
Pepitone, JD Habersat.
and show support for local comedy.
Friday night,
I'm going to try to get out there. If not, Brian, like normal, I'll be there in spirit.
I'm gonna be I'm pissed, man.
Just
I
kidding,
really
dude.
want to go.
Actually, we'll see what happens. I might be able to
Go
get
do
done
it.
with my
Go
stuff.
do it, man. Go do
We'll
it.
see.
Friday night is Iron Jaw. I'll be back in town for that. Iron Jaw at Haltom
City.
Theater, right
Yeah.
down the street from here. And then
I'm looking forward to that
Saturday
a
night's the
lot.
big night. With the
We could walk to that show.
it's kind of far. I mean, we could. It'd be a long walk. We could probably get through a 12-pack each walking there.
Well, yeah, I guess if yeah,
I'd rather
that's what you
drive.
want to do.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. If we just both grabbed a case of beer and walked down there and drank the whole way down there.
Just like,
Just
we
showed
show
up,
up.
fucking like half of it gone.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, ready to play?
what's up?
We're your neighbors.
We heard them practice tonight.
Sounded good.
It sounded good, and they're going to
Destroy your face.
probably practice again tomorrow.
Yep.
And then, last but not least, Saturday night, Lola's. That's the big show. The big show of the weekend.
Big
The
big
return
show.
of the Methinks
Yes.
on the big stage at Lola's. Outside.
Heard there's a rumor that what's his name? Our fighter. The car dealer.
What?
The car dealer fighter of ours.
Huh?
Never mind.
Where are we going? Car dealer fighter?
Clay Cooley.
Oh, Clay Cooley.
Yeah, he's gonna show up.
Is he?
Possibly fight Joel.
Olstein
Yep.
at that show?
So show up. In
I'm
case there's a fight
actually,
between a car dealer and a preacher.
I'm fixed to fire off an email to Maddie Parker to come down and hang out.
Maddie's more than welcome to come down.
Come,
But I'm the only Matt.
come
I
on,
am the true Matt.
Maddie. Come down to Lola's But if you are, for those that are associated with Nickel City, fuck off. Good night. Good night, Stream Brew. Good night, YouTube.
Good night, everybody.